the crossbar. Goal! And it's trying to flex off the goal team. Switch to left field and down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. On the deflection. On the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
And joining us here on the Red Devils pregame show here on the HCTV live stream, it's Red Devils senior Connor Gray. Connor, hard to really overstate the magnitude of this game, but how excited are you guys coming into this one 4-0 with a power team like Ridge coming in here?
We're so excited for this game. I mean, we haven't been 4-0 in a while. Ridge is a good team. I mean, we had a good practice against learning the Ridge's offense. You know, they run the wing tee and stuff, which is different from the other offenses that we go against. So we had a pretty good week of practice, and we're ready for this game. Very excited.
So you mentioned you haven't been this way in a while. I'll tell you exactly how long. It's been 10 years since a guy named Jason Kabinda was here, an NFL player. What has it been like, this 4-game run for you guys? I mean, you've been a part of this program now a little bit. It hasn't always been smooth. How good has this been?
All 4 of our games, we've been fighting till the very end of each game, earning all of our wins. I mean, it's just been great being 4-0. Obviously, the confidence with our team is amazing. In our school, everything, confidence with the football team is way up, and we're just ready to be 5-0.
Connor, do you feel that around schools? You just mentioned it with 4-0, people talking about that. What's that like walking through the hallways?
It's great. People always asking us who we playing next, great game, stuff like that. Like, you could really feel the energy change this year since we're 4-0, and it's we wear our jerseys proud coming in before the games and everything.
What would a win of this magnitude against a team like Ridge do for this team?
Well, obviously Ridge is one of the best teams we'll play this season, and it'll be a great win for us going to 5-0 and beating Ridge, proving that we're one of the top teams, and it would just prove to everybody, and we'll be 5-0.
And that was Red Devils senior Connor Gray. Stay tuned next for the big one, Ridge against Central, the battle of the Red Devils.
Two lines, baby, 2 lines.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is indeed a special night. Tonight we are honoring our heroes, veterans and first responders. We've already had the flyover in honor of our celebrants.
We're not going to believe it.
just keep holding this. Mr. Johnson, do I have to move to a different shot or do I stay here? All right.
Hello folks, welcome to Hunterdon Central Television. We got a good one tonight, the Battle of the Red Devils. The Hunterdon Central Red Devils will take on the Ridge Red Devils in high school football. Hunterdon Central off to an unbelievable start, 4-0, best start since the Jason Gabinda era, and they look to continue their momentum in a big game against Ridge. I'm Brad Romano alongside Joe Whalen. Joe, how are you tonight?
I'm good. Excited for this football game tonight. I think it's going to be a really good one. Both very good teams. Both teams off to a hot start. Central 4-0 with Ridge 2-1 so far on the season. I'm excited to see how this game turns out.
Yeah, this is definitely Hunterdon Central's biggest challenge yet. You look at Hunterdon Central, and they played some pretty solid teams, but this Ridge team, unbelievable, very well coached. It's going to be interesting to see if Central can keep it close with them.
Yeah, this is a really well-coached team. Ridge has a very strong running game, and this is something that we saw for years on end from Ridge. When I was a senior in high school in 2018, Ridge ran the ball very effectively against us, and that's how they win ball games. They just try to push the ball down the field, eat clock, take up as much time as they can, keep your explosive offense off the field, and try and win the game with just running the ball the entire time.
Yeah, and I talked to Coach Ransone yesterday, and he said that this Hunterdon Central team just feels different from other teams. You go into a couple other seasons, and the confidence just a little low, but now the confidence is at an all-time high. This team has so much chemistry. They have players with experience like RJ Hart and Jacob South who have been in situations last year where they felt that sense of winning, and now they're at that sense of winning. They're at an all-time high at 4-0. Like I said, best start in 10 years. This three-game stretch, Ridge, Phillipsburg, Hillsborough. In my opinion, they need to at least win one of these games, because if they can win one of these games and at least go 1-2, that's going to be huge for them and prove that they can be a legit threat.
Yeah, this is a big game for Hunterdon Central. I mean, this is probably the biggest test they've had so far on the season. I know they've played some good teams, but this is a team of a bit of a different caliber than the teams Hunterdon Central has seen earlier so far in this season. But for Hunterdon Central, they need to make sure that they can stop the run game, force Ridge to use the passing offense to try and beat them, because that is something that is their strength. They're going to be looking to run the ball the entire game.
Definitely, and we have 3 injuries for tonight. First one being James Mongo, wide receiver and DB. He was out with an injury. Mark Monton still out with the ACL, and Seth Francois, the wide receiver and DB, is out with a back injury. Seth Francois being a big corner for that team. It'll be interesting to see how that secondary can handle Ridge.
Yeah, it's a big loss in the secondary because Francois has been playing lights out. He's been shutting down #1 receivers this entire season, doing a really good job so far. But that's a big loss. But with this Hunterdon Central football team, the things that the coaches always preach is next man up, the next man up attitude. You got to have that mentality that if I get in this football game, I'm able to do the exact same job that the starter is doing if you're the second string guy.
Yeah, and like I said, Ridge has been just so phenomenal, especially their run game. Their run game has been a huge part in why they're so good this year. Their defense especially, having multiple players with over 10-plus tackles. So it's going to be interesting to see if this Hunterdon Central defense can stop Ridge's run game, because if this run game can be stopped, we can have ourselves a game.
Yep, exactly. I mean, this is a team, they basically run a triple option the entire game. They very rarely will send wide receivers out wide and try and spread the defense out. So for Hunterdon Central, they're going to have to really be loading up the box, 7, 8 guys loading in the tackle box, trying to make sure that they can stop this run game and not give up any big runs.
And as for some head-to-head history, the last 5 times that Ridge and Hunterdon Central have played each other, Ridge has won the last 5 outings. The most recent one coming last year with a 35-7 win. However, the Central team is different. It'll be interesting to see. This could be the first time in 5 outings that Central could get a win against Ridge.
Yep, exactly. I think this is the most confident this Hunterdon Central team has felt going into a game against Ridge. Usually you go up against Ridge and you've already lost a game, but so far for Hunterdon Central, this is the biggest game for them. They're feeling confident. The confidence is sky high, like you just said. And I think for Hunterdon Central, this is the game that they want to come out and win.
Yeah, I also talked to Coach Joyce yesterday. He said that it comes down to confidence, and when you go into these games, you can feel the energy from the players. They knew that going into this season, they had 2 running backs that could be some of the best players in the conference, Xavier Artiega and Jacob South. And as for Hunterdon Central, the run game, especially the RPO game, has been absolutely huge for them. Jacob South now with 510 rushing yards. Xavier Artiega's been off to a great start offensively and defensively. So if Jacob South and Artiega can play great in this run game, it could light things up for Hunterdon Central.
Yep, exactly. I mean, when you have a 2-headed monster like this with Souse, who's a bit of a workhorse, give it to him on any down. He's going to give you 5 or 6 yards every single carry, with Artiega being the big explosive back. He is the home run hitter for this offense. If he gets outside, he is able to take any ball to the house.
And when the run game's good, you also got to think that the O-line's good, and that's exactly what it's been. This O-line has been absolutely incredible for Central. Coach Joyce said that this is the best O-line Central has had since 2018. all around just a consistent O-line.
Yep, the offensive line play has really increased this year. They've done a really nice job just doing their jobs, and offensive line play is really about the cohesiveness of the unit. If all 5 guys are gelling at the same time and they all can trust each other to make sure that their guy's going to do the right job and do everything correctly, that's something that can't be taught. It's something you can't produce, manufacture, or anything with this offense. It just has to happen naturally. And for Hunterdon Central, it looks like this offensive line has started to figure it out. They're moving people back in the run game. They're doing a very nice job protecting R.J. Hart when he's dropping back to pass, keeping a nice pocket around him. So good so far for Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, definitely. And another thing that's been very big for Hunterdon Central, especially these past 2 games, has been special teams. Special teams have been huge. And we are going to take it back for the national anthem.
Yeah, I mean, this is a special night with being honoring our heroes. It's awesome for our community. Our football team's playing well, and this is obviously a great football team we're playing tonight. So we're excited about it, and this is why you work, to play and have opportunities like this, to play in these kind of games. And I know we're ready, and proud of my kids and how they performed up to this point.
Thank you, Coach Ransown. We'll hope the Devils win tonight.
Thank you for your service for our heroes. Great job.
And we are back here for Hunterdon Central and Ridge. Football game is going to be starting very shortly. This is going to be a great game.
Yep, I'm really excited as we see the captains out there for the coin toss, but for Hunterdon Central, you got to look for the offense to try and start fast. If you start with the ball this half, you need to come out swinging. You want to get points on the board because this is a team you can't really have 3 and outs against, because this offense is such a machine, the way they just move the ball down the field so consistently that you can't go 3 and out and you can't give away possessions.
Definitely. Team captains to be out there right now. Looks like the rest are just talking to them, perhaps a coin toss. Yeah, and like I said, if Central can win this game, going to be huge for them, because a lot of people are still doubting this Hunterdon Central team because of the teams that they played. They are 4-0, but these teams, not so good, maybe just okay. But this Ridge team, if they can beat this Ridge team and get that win and go to 5-0, people can start looking at them as legit threats.
Yep, exactly. This is a really high caliber team with this Ridge offense and this Ridge defense. This just Ridge team all around is really good. This would be a marquee win for this Hunterdon Central football team going into next week, or going into the stretch of games that they have. This is by far the toughest stretch of games that they're about to go into, starting tonight.
Yeah, game is going to start very shortly. We will be here when it does. Yeah. Players going onto the field.
Yep, and it looks like Hunterdon Central is receiving, so they will start with the ball, so looking to put some points up immediately.
Hunterdon Central, like you said, looking to put points immediately. Ridge about to be on the field soon. Xavier Artiega will be the return man. Now Ridge going onto the field. Ridge about to kick it off for the start of Hunterdon Central and Ridge, the Battle of the Red Devils, a very important game for Hunterdon Central. And here we go. Arteaga to catch it. He's going to run. Going to get stopped at about the 30. And out will come this Red Devils offense. This Red Devils offense is led by quarterback Josh Hart, or excuse me, R.J. Hart, the junior at quarterback. R.J. Hart has been having a very, very good season. It's been a main reason why this Red Devils team is very good this year.
Yep, exactly. The quarterback play has been very high quality from R.J. Hart so far this year. He's been smart with the ball, not turning it over, and then using his legs effectively. Once the pocket starts to collapse, he's done a nice job of escaping the offensive line, getting out there and gaining some positive yards.
First play here for the Red Devils. RJ drops back. And the pass, oh, wow, wow. First play of the game is an interception for Ridge. RJ Hart just throwing it right to the Ridge defender. And Hunterdon Central coaches seems to be very confused.
Yeah, it looked like there was some miscommunication from the offense, but it also looked like the linebacker came up and hit the receiver as he's breaking out into his route. Unfortunately for Hunterdon Central, it seemed like he was still in that 5-yard jam distance, so he's able to get hands on, ball thrown, thinking the man's going to be there, and just a nice play from this Ridge linebacker making the pick.
Yeah, and just like that, Ridge is on offense. The Ridge Red Devils, this offense has been absolutely electric, especially in the run game. They can pass as well. They can do it all. It's going to be interesting to see how this Red Devils defense can compete against Ridge, as first play will be right now. Handoff here. And, wow, great run there for the Ridge Red Devils.
Yep, and that is the name of the game for this offense. You see they lined up spread, but as soon as they wanted to get lined up and snap, they immediately came back into the power I formation, just trying to gain some yards. That's what we're going to see a lot of three-point stances, a lot of under center, fullbacks in the game. They're just going to be looking to run the ball today.
Yeah, 2nd and 4 now for Ridge. Another handoff here for Ridge. Looks like about 2 yards there. 2 yards for Ridge. So far, 2 runs.
Yep, looks like it's going to be a first down too. So
3 yards.
Once again, Hunterdon Central just needs to hunker down, but this is where this defense shines. Every single game they've gotten put back in their own red zone, and they've made some great stops on some good teams when their offense is moving. They've been able to hunker down, bend but don't break, try and only give up 3 for this possession or force a 4 and out.
First down here, new set of downs for Ridge. And wow, that's going to be easily stuffed there. Multiple Red Devils coming in for the tackle. Great defense there.
Yep, looked like it was Ian Lucas there who made first contact behind the line of scrimmage, just fighting upfield, shooting a gap there as the D lineman did a nice job not getting pushed back off the ball. Allows the linebacker to get through there and make a nice play in the backfield for a loss of 1.
Yeah, Ian Lucas with a great tackle. He's been absolutely incredible for the Red Devils, leading in tackles for them with 21, make that now 22.
Yep, he's been flying around every single week. You can't go a game without mentioning Ian Lucas flying around and making a play.
It is now 2nd and 12, loss of 2 yards there for Ridge. It's going to be a toss here on the outside. And he's going to bring multiple tackles. Looks like he's still going. Wow. Great run. He finally gets stopped. That was a great run there by Ridge.
Yeah, just a nice job forcing him back inside, but good job by the running back keeping his legs moving, trying to just churning those legs, breaking tackles, breaking arm tackles for Hunterdon Central. You got to clean those up. When your corner does a nice job forcing the ball back inside to where help is, you got to make those plays and limit the damage on the yardage.
Yeah, and that's going to be a first down. 2nd and 12 turned into that. That was great for Ridge. And now Ridge is in red zone territory here, maybe looking to score the first touchdown of the game. Be a motion, fake handoff, play action, and look at that. Wide open for the Ridge touchdown. Absolutely no one guarding him, and it's going to be a very early start for the Ridge Red Devils, 7-0.
Yeah, just a nice play action pass, and that is exactly what establishing the run does for your offense. Ridge ran the ball effectively every single play, and finally just a little play action, pop the tight end out, run to the corner, sneak behind the safety, and just make a nice little catch for a touchdown for Ridge.
And now the extra point attempt Number 18 for Ridge on the extra point. It looks like, I believe, Hunterdon Central jumped. And whistle was blown. I believe there will still be an extra point attempt either way.
Yeah, it seemed like they were.
Oh.
Looks like they're going to trot the offense back up there. Hunterdon Central giving them better field position, putting the ball on the 1.5 yard line.
So because of that penalty, Ridge will be, like you said, on the 1 yard line. They're not going to go for a 2-point attempt.
Yeah, even after we saw the kicker trying to signal, no, we want to kick the extra point, the Ridge head coach decides to send him out, try and get some more points on the board.
And now it will be a 2-point attempt for Ridge to make it an 8-0 lead early in the game. Ryan Olivo, the quarterback. It's going to be a handoff. And I think he just got stopped, and he did. Stopped at the 1. Great defense by the Red Devils, and that was a crucial stop there.
Yeah, huge stop for this Red Devil defense, not giving up the extra 2 points. Now you score a touchdown, you make an extra point, you're in the lead. So good job stiffening up there on the 2-point conversion attempt. But for Hunterdon Central, you got to make this Ridge offense work a little bit more for those points. I know it was a quick turnaround, sudden change situation, but that is something that you practice every single week, sudden change. You'll hear Coach Bill yell on the practice field. He'll yell sudden change, and it makes the defense run right back out there and try and get some snaps in. Make sure they can adjust to the offense and the quick change of the game.
Yeah, very early pick, first play of the game for Hunterdon Central. That's not how you start, it's about how you finish. So Central looking to bounce back here, perhaps maybe tied up, maybe even take the lead. As Ridge is now going to kick it off for the second time in this game.
Yeah, and on this kickoff, they do something funky. We see 18 standing there with the tee. He's going to spot the ball, but number 54 actually did the kickoff on this last, or on the opening kickoff of the game, so I wouldn't be surprised. I like how Hunterdon Central has about 7 or 8 guys up there up front trying to prevent an onside kick, because it does look like that's what Ridge is trying to set up here.
Perhaps an onside kick here. Ortega once again the return man. Kickoff here. And Artega's going to drop it. Oh, wow. And see who recovered it. Ridge is saying it's going their way. And it is. Wow. So, Joe, first an interception, now a dropped ball by Arteaga. This is not the start the Red Devils wanted.
No, this is about the worst possible start you could have imagined or drawn up for Hunterdon Central. Just an unfortunate, looked like the ball was spinning a lot, maybe lost it a little bit in the lights or something, but dropped the ball, put the ball on the turf. You got to make sure you get those. You can't be giving this Ridge offense extra possessions.
And now Ridge is going to be in very good territory once again, just like they were last time. With still 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Ryan Oliva, the quarterback. Handoff. And he's going to go really far. He stopped at about 9 yards there, it looks like.
It looks like they're giving them the first down, so ball in the 10. So for Hunterdon Central, I know the defense just came off the field, but then they are right back on it, right back in the situation they just were in. This is a make or break, not a make or break moment, but this is a key play here, or key possession for Hunterdon Central. They need to stiffen up and prevent points.
Another first down, another new set of downs for Ridge. Motion, handoff, and a great tackle there by Hunterdon Central.
That was Mason Espinette. Very nice play from him, the linebacker, just coming in, making a nice play, not being fooled by the motion, or not the motion, but the positioning. The way this team lines up, they line up with 2 tight ends and 2 wings and the single back when they're in that triple option formation. Not being fooled by that, staying home, doing your job. Good job by Espinette making the play in the backfield.
And that is Espinette's 20th tackle on the season, so Espinette's been a great asset for this Hunterdon Central defense, and he just proved why there. And it is now a 2nd and 12, loss of 2 yards. Ridge will have it. Motion. And it looks like Olivo's going to scramble. Oh, he pitches it back to number 2. Oh, and he just got stopped at like the 2 or 1 yard line. And it looks like there's a flag. Yeah, penalty flag. I believe it's on. Ridge. Yeah.
Yep, it's going to be an illegal shift or illegal motion penalty for Ridge, so that's going to move him even farther back. But what a play call, running the speed option.
Yeah.
Having that trust in your quarterback to flip it out there to the running back for Hunterdon Central, that is something that they definitely have been preparing for. Coach Bill preaches it, corner, go get the outside guy, linebackers. You're responsible for the quarterback when he's running with the ball. That way you have a man for a man. That way you can just try and line it up and try and make a play on the ball. But good job from this Hunterdon Central defense just getting bailed out from this one. This is a key play for them. They pushed them back. It's about a 2nd and 17 yard, or 2nd and 17. So for Hunterdon Central, you really need to get some pressure on the quarterback if he drops back to pass, or get penetration on the D-line if they're running the ball.
Yeah, this is huge for the Red Devils defense. Hunterdon Central Red Devils defense now 2nd and 17, like you said. If they can stop Ridge to at least maybe 3 points and they can go back and score on offense, they can get some momentum in this game. Now, first pass, Olivo going to drop back. Pressure by the Red Devils. And Olivo's going to run. And he's going to keep going. Some extra yardage there. It's going to be 3rd down now for Ridge. Good run there, getting out of pressure by Olivo.
Yeah, it looked like he gained about 6 yards there on that, making it a 3rd and 11 or 3rd and 12. But good pass rush from Hunterdon Central. Just need to get home on that one. And great coverage from the secondary, not giving Olivo any room to throw the ball, not giving him a chance to try and fit the ball in anywhere. So that was just a really nice job. Good pass rush. Just got to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It's now 3rd and 12 for Ridge after the run by Olivo. Big play here for both teams. Ridge looking to go up and double scores. Central looking to get the stop they need. Olivo drops back. And looks like a bit of a miscommunication there between Olivo and number 6. And that's going to be a big 4th down for the Red Devils.
Yeah, really nice job by the by the secondary, not giving him any more lanes, and it looked like a high throw. Just good job staying on your man, doing your job, not blowing any coverages, not giving him an open lane to run or anything. So good job from this Hunterdon Central defense to stiffen up on this situation.
And it looks like will be a kick here. Yes, it will. Kick here for Ridge to possibly make it 9-0. Number 18 to kick it. Kick is up and it is no good. So it will stay a 6-0 lead for Ridge. And that is big for Hunterdon Central. Now they got to go on offense. They got to get something going, because so far the 2 drives they had on offense, interception, drop ball, so they got to get something.
Yep, Hunterdon Central has run 1 play from scrimmage and has 2 turnovers so far. So not the start they were looking for offensively. But for Hunterdon Central, your defense just did their job. They prevented points. They did a really nice job stiffening up when when Ridge starts with great field position on Hunterdon Central's 21. So now it's the offense's turn. What can you do? What can you do to answer back to that score and help your defense out and get some points on the board?
Most definitely. If you're this offense here, you want to try to stay on the field for a bit amount of time, because this defense has been on the field for basically the entire game. So you want to give them some time to rest. Maybe this offense going at a slow pace here. Just keep getting first downs, as R just going to hand it off to Jacob Souse. And look at Souse. He's going to keep going. No one near him. He's going to keep going. And he's going to get stopped at around the 35. What a run by Jacob Souse.
Yeah, really nice job from Jacob Souse. What a run from him, just breaking tackles at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage, keeping his balance. Great job by him. And then just effort after contact, just running after contact, running down that sideline, doing a really nice job to pick up great yards.
And Central's going to keep going. Looks like a no huddle here. RJ once again going to hand it off, but this time Ridge is going to get the stop, a much needed stop at Jacob Souse. But Jacob Souse, some could say the X factor for this team. He's been absolutely lights out coming into this game with 510 yards. He's such a critical person for this team.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job this entire season, just being the backbone of this offense, doing a really nice job catching the ball out of the backfield and running out of the backfield. He's been the big player this entire season, and you saw there on that big run from him.
2nd and 10 now for Hunterdon Central. Motion here. RJ going to toss it off. to Jacob Souse, and Souse breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and Souse is going to keep going and finally gets stopped. Breaking 2 tackles. Another great run there by Jacob Souse. It's been all him this drive.
Yep, exactly. It's been all Jacob Souse. That was a great individual effort from him. Good push up front. They couldn't get the full reach around block from on that left side, and Souse feels that the defense is scraping real hard over to the left side, realizes that it's nothing but green grass to the right, runs to the right side, gets another key first down, and Hunterdon Central, the offense is showing life running the ball right now with Artiega in the game.
This run game has been huge for the Red Devils. RJ gonna hand it off to Artiega. Artiega breaks a couple tackles, gets stopped. About a 5-yard.
Yeah, just a really nice job. You saw Ridge's linebackers creeping up. They were bringing pressure on there, trying to sell out to stop the run game. But Artiega, once again, these running backs running after contact. It seems like first contact is made at the line of scrimmage or even a little bit farther back, but they're keeping those legs moving and getting positive yards and doing a really nice job just gaining quality yards for this offense.
Yeah, 6-yard run by Artiega there, so it's now 2nd and 4. RJ hands it off to Artiega once again, and Artiega, looks like he had that touchdown. A great tackle by Rich to stop him there. But even then, great run by Artiega to get them the 1st and goal.
Yep, gets another 6 yards as we see Souse coming back in, trying to get the touchdown, but makes it 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. So really nice job from this front 5 for Hunterdon Central, as we were talking about in pregame, saying that they've really gelled and they've been really doing a nice job in the run game, getting a lot of good movement up front, pushing these Ridge D linemen and linebackers backwards, making nice blocks to open big running lanes.
Yeah, to have Souse and Artiega is so good for this Red Devils team. Now RJ Hart going to hand it off to Jacob Souse, and Jacob Souse is in for the first touchdown of Hunterdon Central. Jacob Souse gets the touchdown to make it a tie game and possibly get the lead, and that is what Hunterdon Central needed.
Yep, exactly. This is the exact drive Hunterdon Central needed. They needed to come down and show Ridge that they're not afraid of them. They can run the ball and they can push them around exactly how Ridge was trying to do. Hunterdon Central giving them a taste of their own medicine.
And Hector Argueta Morales with the kick here. Extra point is good. So Hunterdon Central has the, no good. My apologies.
Yep, looked like it was a little wide left and a little low. Looked like the snap bounced before it got back to the holder, so unable to make that or convert that extra point. But what a drive from Hunterdon Central, just moving the ball effectively with run games. Great individual efforts from the running backs, but the offensive line really doing their job, showing we're not going away from this. This game is going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central touchdown. Extra point was no good. So it is a tie game, 6-6. And with that, we got a game here. Hunterdon Central defense now rested up, now has some time to adjust. Maybe they can stop Rich here on offense. And yeah, having Souse and Artiega, that really good running back duo, is just so crucial for Hunterdon Central. They can run the ball great.
Yep, exactly. That's what you want when you're a high school football team. You want to have 2 quality running backs, because once one guy gets tired, it's a 2-headed monster. It's no drop-off from one guy to the next guy, so it's huge for Hunterdon Central, especially with Souse going both ways and Artiega going both ways. They're able to keep each other fresh on offense when one guy's a little tired after a long defensive possession. They can send the other guy in, and the coaches have the utmost confidence in both of them to get the job done running the ball.
For the first time this game, they are going to kick off. Kickoff here for Hunterdon Central. Going to be caught by Ridge. And going to be stopped around the 25-yard line. And here will come out Ridge's offense for the 3rd time in this game. So Ridge started off great on offense off the pick by RJ Hart. Then the drop pass on the kick return. Didn't get the 3 points. Now back on offense. And they're back in their own territory for the first time this game.
Yep, this is the worst field position they've had so far from their own 25-yard line. So Hunterdon Central looking to tee off, but when you have more open field, this does kind of open the playbook a little bit more for Ridge. But knowing this team, I think we're going to be seeing a little bit more of the same: the triple option, the I formation, running power football. That's how this team plays.
Ryan Olivo, the quarterback. The motion, the receiver. Gonna be a toss here. And wow, very good run. Breaks the tackle and gets down. It looks like that's a first down for Ridge. Oh, no, maybe not.
Just a little short.
Yeah, a little
for them.
short, yeah.
Yep, but for Hunterdon Central, you cannot let these running backs get outside for Ridge. They're explosive enough to, if there is nobody out there, they will be able to gain some chunk yards or take it to the house. So for Hunterdon Central, keeping them inside, pushing them back towards your help, get them back inside to the linebackers, let your linebackers make the plays. I think that's a big key for Hunterdon Central, is trying to bottle up the outside zones and the pitches that this Ridge offense likes to run.
7-yard run there for Ridge, 2nd and 3. It's going to be a run by Olivo. And it looks like he may have been stopped before the first down. Great tackles there by Artiega.
Yep, Artiega and Ian Lucas both getting in there on the action, making a nice play, driving him back after he got close to a first down, making it a 3rd and very short for this Ridge offense. But good job pushing him back and making a nice play, preventing the first down.
It's now 3rd and 1 for Ridge. Be a big play here for the Central's defense to get that stop and go back on offense. Going to be a handoff, and I believe he's barely going to get the first down. He does. That's going to be a new set of downs for Ridge.
Yeah, but the run defense, you're seeing these DBs, once they read run, they are flying up. They're not afraid to get in the mix and make a tackle. So good for this Hunterdon Central defense to see that. But that is something to be a little weary of, because if they read run on a play action pass, that is how you get beat for a big gain. So Hunterdon Central, the DBs just have to be smart when they're reading run. Make sure it actually is a run. You want to make sure you do your job, but you also want to come up and play in the run. So for Hunterdon Central, that's going to be a big key on making sure the right reads are being made.
We are near the end of the first quarter now. 2 minutes to be played. 6-6 tie game for both Red Devils. Going to be a scramble run here by Olivo. Looks like about 4-3 yards there. 2nd down.
Yeah, just a simple QB power, motioning the tight end out into going towards the strong side and bringing the running back as another lead blocker. So they're sending 2 to try and make up for these or pick up these linebackers, try and get into the 3rd level or 2nd level. But good job by the D lineman being able to shed their blocks and not allow a big gain.
It'll now be 2nd and 4 for Ridge. Looks like a fake and toss. Number 2 for Ridge, going to get a lot of extra yardage, and that's going to be a huge first down for Ridge and a new set of downs.
Yeah, once again, going back to that quick speed option, having the running back trail him very quickly. It's something you would see out of an Army-Navy game, but nice play from Ridge, good blocking on the outside, and the quarterback very confident in his pitch, waiting towards that till that last moment when he's getting hit, so the defense thinks he's going to go down with the ball, getting that pitch out at the last second. For Hunterdon Central, you got to make sure you have someone on the outside trying to make a play on that running back, not allowing a big gain like we just saw.
Yeah, this Ridge running back room is so diverse. They have so many guys, and that's what makes this run game so special. Once again, going to be a handoff. The big man. That's going to be about 2 yards.
Yep, looked like that was big Stieglitz for Ridge on that carry, just running a simple fullback dive.
Mm-hmm. Good stop there for Hunterdon Central. Now 2nd and 7. And it looks like we're leading towards the end of the first quarter. 35 seconds left. We'll see if Ridge can get a play here. Six tie game. Looks like this will be the last play of the first quarter. Motion. Be a reverse, and oh, he's going to keep going. A great run there. Looks like he broke a tackle and got the first down. So once again, new set of downs for Ridge.
Yeah, just Ridge, once again, just being effective in the run game, as that play is going to end the first quarter. For Hunterdon Central, this is, once again, the defense kind of back on their heels. A much-needed rest in between quarters. Coach Bill's going to try and rally his guys, make sure everybody knows what they're doing. Going to get his favorite play call into the ball game.
Yeah, and for Hunterdon Central, they started off very poorly. He had an interception, then you had a drop ball in the kick recovery, but they came right back. Jacob South, incredible run to get them in red zone territory. and then eventually you get the touchdown. Now 6-6 tie game. Very good game so far.
Yep, I mean, this is exactly what we thought was going to happen with this game. We thought Hunterdon Central and Ridge were both going to come out with the power offenses, running the ball, trying to dominate the line of scrimmage, but so far it's been a pretty even matchup. I mean, Ridge has been effective running the ball, but for Hunterdon Central, they need to lock it down.
And we are going to go down there for a sideline report.
Hello, everyone. To those who are tuning in, this is the end of the first quarter, and Hunterdon Central and Ridge Red Devils are tied 6-6 with both touchdowns. Here's the thing. Hunterdon Central has a big game on the line as they're honoring the veterans and first responders out here tonight. They're currently 4-0, and their undefeated status is on the line. Well, Ridge is currently 2-1 in the season. This game is very, very exciting as both student sections have been very rowdy.
And we are back here for the start of the second quarter. It is 6-6 tie game. Ridge with the ball. It's going to be a handoff play action here. Pass is caught by number 5. Great catch there. And that is going to put them out of first and goal once again for the Ridge Red Devils.
Yep, looked like it was Rook Donahue on the catch there, the big tight end for this Ridge offense. He's definitely one of their big weapons in the pass game, but he's also a great blocker. That's why he's in on every single play. But for Hunterdon Central, you can't get caught sleeping like that. That's the second time they've been beat over the top when the DBs are flying up trying to make a play on the run.
It is now a first and goal for Ridge. Huge play there. Central has got to lock in on defense. Try to get a stop here. Handoff here. And then jump over. But it looks like he was short.
Yeah, it looked like it was just a nice, simple power to the right with the fullback leading up, but good job as soon as he went in the air, making contact and knocking him down, making sure he does not get into the end zone, but brings up a second and goal from the 3-yard line for this Ridge Red Devil offense.
Yeah, stop here would be huge for Hunterdon Central, stopping them on the goal line, but when only second down, Ridge still has plenty of time. Going to be a QB sneak. And is he going to be in? It looks like they're signaling it, and looks like he will be in for the Ridge touchdown. It is now a 12-6 lead for Ridge. Simple QB sneak to get in the red zone.
Yep, once you get down this close, sometimes all you need is just a big push from those inside linemen for your offense, and the quarterback just running hard behind them, trying to do whatever he can to get it in. But for Hunterdon Central, they just need to make sure they're locked in on the play-action pass, because that's been one thing that's killed them. That's how Ridge has scored their first touchdown, and that's how they set up their second.
Extra point attempt here. However, there is a whistle.
And it looks like it's going to be offsides once again on Hunterdon Central on an extra point.
And last time this happened, Ridge did attempt the 2-point conversion. We'll see if they will this time, or they will stick with the extra point attempt.
Yep, looks like their head coach declined it. Andy West declines the penalty, just going to allow his kicker to try and knock it through.
Extra point attempt here, number 18. And that is good. So a 13-6 lead for the Ridge Red Devils starting the second quarter. Hunterdon Central, they got to get back on offense. They got to respond.
Yeah, once again, I think we're back into the response stage for this offense, but they just need a little bit of more of the same. Just being effective up front, running the ball very nicely, just a heavy dosage of Jacob Souse and Logan Artiega. I think that's what we're going to see a lot more of, and I think that's how this game is going to go. I think both teams are looking to run the ball effectively. I don't think their biggest priority is throwing the ball, spreading the ball around the yard, but for Hunterdon Central, they are a much more explosive passing offense. They do have that ability with R.J. Hart, a veteran quarterback, the second year as the starter for this Red Devil offense. He is experienced throwing the ball, so there are the opportunities when you have a play-action pass, you can let him fly and take a deep shot down the field because they have great receivers on the outside along with the running backs.
And Hunterdon Central has done a great job at responding to touchdowns this season. Coach Renstone said that was a big problem last season, not being able to respond to teams when they get that big touchdown. But this season, it has been so good for them that they're able to respond and they're able to keep it a close game.
Exactly. I think it's such a key to this game. Hunterdon Central's in years past, they've struggled responding to the touchdowns, as you just said, just unable to make those key plays when they need to be made, and that's something that was a bit lost, but seems like it was refound this year with this 2023 squad.
Kickoff here by Ridge. Going to be a very short kickoff. It's going to be caught. Going to be caught around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying the onside kick, but nice job from Hunterdon Central just catching it, falling it down, and setting up the offense with great field position.
Yeah, I believe that was number 12, Devin Maria, that caught that. Very good catch there for the onside kick, and now Hunterdon Central Red Devils offense will once again be back on the field. And we will see if they can respond to Ridge. They're coming out now, led by quarterback R.J. Hart. Full set of downs here for the Red Devils. Jacob Souse, the running back. Motion him. Gonna be a handoff to Jake Souse, and looks like about only 3 yards there. Good stop by Ridge.
Yeah, it kind of seems like Ridge, their linebackers are moving up. I know Hunterdon Central's only had the one really effective drive, but we are seeing these linebackers for this Ridge defense starting to move themselves up towards the line. I think that's going to open more play-action pass opportunities over the middle for Hunterdon Central.
Now 2nd and 6 for the Red Devils. R.J. Hart going to fake the handoff, and it's going to be caught for the first down. That is Connor Gray on the catch.
Yeah, really nice job by Connor Gray on that play, just making a nice route. And once again, just as we just said, the linebackers starting to fall for this play action. It opens up the middle of the field with Gray, who succeeds, who does really nice hands, runs real crisp routes, and just gets himself open, uses his big frame on smaller DBs. So good job by good play call from Connell Joyce and just good execution from this Hunterdon Central offense.
Yeah, Connor Gray's been huge for them this season. Can play both sides of the ball. That was a great catch there for the first down. Now a new set of downs for Hunterdon Central. R.J. Hart going to hand it off to Jacob Souse. Breaks one tackle, but does not get much there. Looks like 2 to 3 yards there.
Yeah, good job by Souse just trying to keep his legs turning, getting something out of nothing. But for Hunterdon Central, I think the offensive line has done a nice job on that play. Just a little bit of penetration from the inside from that nose tackle and 3 technique that they play. But for Hunterdon Central, looking to just continue to move the ball and keep this clock running, because the way this Ridge offense has moved the ball, you do not want to give them a ton of time to move the ball down the field.
2nd and 8 here for Hunterdon Central. RJ drops back, fakes the handoff, but there's pressure right there. And he gets through some of it, but it looks like a sack there. RJ couldn't really get anything.
Yeah, it looked like they brought blitz on that play, selling out to stop the run, but it works out to prevent a pass. Don't give R.J. Hart any time to get the ball out, throw anything in space for HC, but just good job by this pass rush from them, bringing the 2 outside linebackers both on pressure, trying to prevent a run play.
And it looks like it's going to be a loss of yardage, so now 3rd and 10 for Hunterdon Central. A first down here would be big. Pass caught by Connor Gray, and he's going to get even more yardage, breaks the tackle, and that is a first down. Once again, the 2nd catch for Connor Gray of this drive. 2 first downs for him as well.
Yeah, really nice job making a catch, going up, climbing the ladder a little bit, coming down with the ball, and then just a really nice job breaking back to the inside to get the extra yardage he needed. Seemed like when he caught it, he was 4 yards short. Great effort from Gray to get the first down, keep this offense moving, and keep him on the field.
Yeah, Connor Gray's been great coming into this game. 14 catches for 188 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also 17 tackles, can play both sides. Great. Now a new set of downs for Hunterdon Central. RJ drops back. Going to run, but nothing really. Looks like a player's helmet came off. Yeah, it's going to be a 2nd down, like at most 1 yard.
Yeah, it looked like it was just a simple rush for Ridge, and their D-line able to get pressure, force Hart up in the pocket with the D-ends getting some pressure, and a nice job just shedding your blocks, making a play, not allowing Hart to escape. But once again, you see R.J. Hart and the effectiveness and how elusive he is and how he's able to escape the pocket and gain some extra yards.
Yeah, 2nd down here for Hunterdon Central. RJR hands it off to RTA, or Jacob South, excuse me, but he does not get anything there. Gets absolutely stuffed from loss of yardage there.
Yeah, it looked like it was Rook Donahue, the tight end, who made the big catch earlier to set up the Ridge touchdown, coming in from the middle linebacker position, making a nice play, hitting Souse in the backfield, not allowing him to get back or get past the line of scrimmage.
Looks like no yardage lost on that. Still going to be 3rd and 10. They've converted first down twice. Let's see if they can make it to 3rd. RJ. The screen pass, it looks like, to Jared Kuhn. And Jared Kuhn going to break multiple tackles. And it's going to be a first down once again for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils, it looks like.
I'm interested to see where they spot this ball.
Maybe it looks like a 4th down, actually. Yeah, I think it's just 4th and short. I think Coach Ransone thought it was a first down as well. Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 1. So Kuhn barely does not get the first down. It's going to be interesting to see if Central will go for this or not, but it looks like they're coming back to talk things out, perhaps.
Yeah, it looks like there's a timeout on the field. Looks like the referees are going to be discussing where the ball should be spotted. But for Hunterdon Central, I really like that play call, running the tunnel screen, getting Jared Kuhn coming back to the middle, letting the offensive line getting out in space, getting blocks on that second level, and just really nice effort for him getting upfield and getting as close as possible to the first down marker.
Yeah, great play there by Jared Kuhn, breaking multiple tackles, just trying to get that first down. Yeah, like you said, looks like the refs are going to see where this ball is.
Yep, looks like they're going to bring the sticks out for a measure.
Yeah, and you got to think if this is 4th and 1, Central's got to go for it. You're down by a touchdown, second quarter, 6 minutes and 40 seconds only left. You have to go for it here, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think even if they aren't given the first down on this one, they are 100% going to be going for it. You're kind of caught in no man's land where it's far too close to punt, and it might be a little bit too far out of your kicker's range, so it's a definite go for or 4-down territory for Hunterdon Central here.
Yeah, and they are bringing the sticks out. Let's see what this will be.
Yep, and it looks like he is about 6 inches short of the first down.
Yeah, it's a big 4th down there. Now, if you're Hunterdon Central, you should go for it or maybe get the 3 points.
Nah, I think they're 100% going to leave the offense out on the field.
Yeah.
I think most likely we're going to see RJ Hart get under center and just run a QB sneak, get some push up front, and just get the first down. Keep this offense on the field, keep it moving, get yourself a new set of downs.
Yeah, QB sneak, simple but effective. You have the lineman pushing you forward, you have the QB just going forward. It works perfectly on these 4th and shorts. Let's see if it can now. 4th and 1 for Hunterdon Central. A first down here, make them even further. Big play here. One of the biggest plays of the game so far. RJ's going to hand it off to Jacob Souse. And it looks Central thinks he got it. Nothing called yet. First down, wow. Big for Hunterdon Central. Jacob Souse, once again, the X factor of this team.
Yeah, great job by Souse. Looked like he got hit behind the line of scrimmage, but great job keeping his legs moving and just getting himself past the first down marker to keep the chains moving, keep this offense on the field.
Yeah, they've been so good at getting these first downs on this drive, and Hunterdon Central continues it.
Yeah, and it looked like Ridge was a little shocked to see Hunterdon Central coming out in the shotgun. Their defense looked a little misaligned. They didn't know really what to expect with that play. Just good job keeping them off guard and making a play.
Now a new set of downs for Hunterdon Central. RJ Hart drops back. And it's going to be a deep pass here. And it's... Oh, I think he caught it, but he was out. Oh, and he's down. It looks like we have an injury here. I believe that was Jared Kuhn. He's holding onto his knee.
Yeah, it looked like it was a deep pass, and it looked like he went down hard onto that track surface, so that is much different than falling onto the turf.
Yeah, you want to hope Jared Kuhn's okay here. He's been very good for this team. Got a very good first down, and you just don't want to see those injuries. You really got to hope he's okay. It looks like he had that catch out of bounds, but he's getting medical help right now. You want to pray and hope that he's okay.
And this is a major loss for this Hunterdon Central offense. He is an X factor out there, out wide. He's one of the most explosive receivers Hunterdon Central has. He's their deep ball threat. He's the big play guy, and he's been so clutch so far this year. So really hoping and praying that he's okay.
Football's a great game, but one of the worst things about it is the injuries that come with it. And you really want to hope Jared Kuhn's okay. He's just, like you say, he's been so explosive for this team, perhaps the most explosive receiver that Hunterdon Central has. Looks like maybe when he lands, it's something twisted. It looks like he was holding on to his knee, and it looks like he is getting up with some help. And we wish him a speedy recovery. We wish that he could get back on the field soon in time. We wish the best for Jared Kuhn.
Yep, good to see him on his feet, walking off the field with a little help.
Mm-hmm. The game will resume shortly. And it seems that Kuhn is walking on his own right now. He is limping, but that is very good that he is walking on his own. That's what we want.
Yep, great to see him walking off the field under his own power.
And a sign of sportsmanship there by Ridge, just giving Kuhn a little bit of a fist bump. And that's what you want to see. As Kuhn will get to his side of the field. Like I said, limping a bit, but he's walking on his own, so that is a good sign. Hunterdon Central will now be back on offense. It is 2nd and 10, 5 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. If you are just turning in, Ridge is up 13-6 on Hunterdon Central in the second quarter. Motion here, RJ gonna toss it to Artiega. Artiega gonna get past a few defenders. He's still on his feet, but he finally gets stopped. Wow, what a run there by Artiega.
Yeah, really nice job by Artiega, just keeping his legs moving. Looked like he got hit pretty hard from Rook Donahue, the middle linebacker of this Ridge defense, but able to shed the tackler and just keep those legs moving, get a nice gain of 5 or 6 yards for this Hunterdon Central offense.
Yeah, 5-yard run there for Artiega, 3rd and 5. Every single third down that Central's had, they've been seeming to get the first downs nonstop. If they can continue that, could potentially either be 1st and goal or a touchdown. It'd be huge for the Red Devils. Jacob Souse now back in the game. Ooh. Looks like a Ridge defender jumped. Nothing called whatsoever. Gonna be a handoff to Jacob Souse. And wow, yeah, he's still going actually. And it looks like he did get it. And he did. 1st and goal. Jacob Souse has been so good in this game tonight.
Yes, Souse just giving their stud the ball right up the middle, just running a simple halfback power from the shotgun offense, pulling the guard around, letting him kick out the DN, getting upfield, and good job just keeping himself moving and getting the first down.
Yeah, 1st and goal now for the Red Devils. They just keep pushing forward. Gonna be a handoff to Jacob Souse, but Ridge just read that perfectly. Big stop there. 2nd and goal.
Yeah, kind of seemed like Ridge knew exactly what play Hunterdon Central was going to. They went right back to that halfback counter out of the shotgun that they like to run, that they've been moving the ball really effectively, but unable with Ridge reading the play, just knowing exactly what was coming, making a nice stop in the backfield for a loss of 2.
Yeah, lost 2 yards there. Will now be 2nd and goal for Hunterdon Central. Handoff to Jacob Souse, but once again, Ridge just knowing that run is coming almost, and they're going to get a 3rd and goal now.
Yeah, when you get down to these tight yardage situations, 1st and goal, it is hard to throw the ball in these situations. It really shrinks your playbook down because you have way less field to work with. You only have about 15 yards on this possession for Hunterdon Central, so tough to fit the ball into the tight window, easier for the defense to play and just make a nice play, but for Hunterdon Central, I think they need to potentially throw the ball, maybe an RPO, see what the defense is going to be given, because they have been flying up trying to stop the run these first 2 plays.
3rd and goal. Ball on the 6-yard line. 13-6 Ridge, 3 minutes left. Hunterdon Central needs a touchdown to tie the game. And it looks like a timeout was called. I believe Quinn Fisher could not hear R.J. Hart during the snap, so that's going to be a timeout call just to kind of talk things over.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to get the play call in, and they saw that the play clock was starting to run down. So just get the timeout, settle down the guys, make sure you can get your right play call, what the play you really want to run here, your most effective goal line play in. Make sure everybody knows what they're doing. Yeah. Smart play from Coach Ransone calling the timeout there.
This is definitely a huge play right here. They don't get it, they're going to go for it, but you definitely want to convert this 3rd down to a 1st down, or a touchdown since it's 3rd and goal. But yeah, definitely want to get this, make it a 13-13 game, want to get back on defense, get the stop, and maybe have a tie game going into halftime.
Yep. And Hunterdon Central has done a really nice job this drive, just draining the clock down, not allowing a lot of time to be on the clock whenever the possession does go over, whether that be a touchdown, field goal, or a turnover. For Hunterdon Central, really limiting the amount of time that they're going to allow this Ridge offense to have at the end of this half.
Yeah, Central doing a great job at responding this season, and they're proving it here right now. However, 3rd and goal, big play here for Hunterdon Central. R.J. Hart drops back. Pressure from Ridge. R.J. Hart going to throw it, and it is caught for the Red Devils touchdown to make it 12-13.
And it looks like the receiver is banged up after making that catch. Not what you want to see, but just a great job by Hart on that play, avoiding pressure, being able to get that throw off and score the touchdown.
Yeah, not sure who caught it, hard to see, but they are down. You already had Jared Kuhn hurt. You really want to hope that he's okay. This player's okay. Can't really see who it is from here.
Yep, and he's getting back up.
Yeah, he's getting back up, and see the number 12. That is, no, excuse me, number 12. Yeah,
Yep.
That's Devin Moreo, number 12. Yeah, Devin Moreo, great catch there. He's thankfully okay. Now they're going to go for the extra point attempt to make it 13-13. Central is playing very well ever since the 2 turnovers.
Yeah, great job by Marrero on that play, being able to realize his quarterback is running away from pressure because that play is designed to go to the left. They wanted to get Hart rolling to his left and get that completion out.
Extra point attempt is good.
Yeah, but just nice job by Marrero realizing the quarterback is in trouble and just trying to find a dead spot in Hart. Nice job avoiding the pressure, completing that pass, and knotting this game up at 13-13.
You see Jared Kuhn trying to run off his injury a bit, trying to get back in the game, but now 2 minutes 48 seconds, second quarter, tie game 13-13. Before this game, a lot of people were downing Hunterdon Central, but now the eyes could be on them for sure.
Yep, Hunterdon Central is showing that they are one of the best teams in the state, that this is no fluke 4-0 record. Great showing so far in this first half from Hunterdon Central. After a disastrous first possession and then the kickoff after Ridge goes down and scores a touchdown, the Hunterdon Central offense has really settled into their game. They're starting to play with some great confidence and really moving the ball effectively. Yeah, they have bounced back tremendously. The defense now well rested because that was a very long drive by the Hunterdon Central offense. So if you're the Hunterdon Central defense, you can't allow any points. You can't even allow a field goal. You got to get this game going into halftime at 13-13. You don't want to allow anything. As the kickoff will be here. Alan Lopez on the kickoff. Kick is up. And it's going to go out. And it looks like a flag. Yeah, that is actually just a really smart play from number 23, Joseph I'm sorry, I'm not going to even attempt your last name, but just nice job just letting that ball go out of bounds, getting really good field position starting at their own 35-yard line. Yeah, great play there. There was a flag, not sure who it was on, but it looks like Ridge might move up from where they were, so I believe the flag was on Hunterdon Central. So it's a penalty if you kick out of bounds on the kickoff. So that's why it's they threw the flag. Penalty out of bounds. Said perfectly. So I'm interested to see if Ridge actually throws the ball a little bit more or if they stick with their running attack on this drive. Not a whole lot of time for them to move the ball, but nice starting field position for them. Ridge on offense here. Oliva leading the charge. It's going to be a handoff to the fullback. About a 5 or 6 yard gain. Solid run there. Yeah, it looked like it was just Aiden Stieglitz right up the middle. Just hand the big guy the ball and just let him run. Nothing too special about that play. Just give him the ball and let him go. Yeah, 2nd and 3 now. So it was a 7 yard run. Two minutes, 20 seconds. Going towards halftime. Ridge looking to get some points. The motion. And it looks like a scramble here from Olivo. Fakes the pitch back. And a great run there. And that's going to be a first down for Ridge. 2 minutes left. Yeah, nobody outside there trying to even putting any pressure on Olivo. So he just decides to tuck it and run, get upfield, not deciding to pitch it outside. So just a really nice play from this Ridge offense, just playing their game. I mean, 2 very nice runs to start off the drive and get it into Hunterdon Central territory.
The clock is ticking. Ridge on offense, looking to get points before halftime. Levo toss here to the running back. And nothing there. Wow, great stop by Hunterdon Central on that play. Looks like Alejandro Mello was on the tackle as well, AJ Mello.
Yeah, and it looked like the handoff was to Will Dede, and they were looking to throw that ball. Dede was looking for somebody open downfield, but unable to get that pass off and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. But a little trick play action from Ridge there. It looked like they were going to try and run the halfback option and throw the ball with their running back.
Minute and 24. Timeout was called. Don't know by which team, but there was a timeout. I'm assuming Ridge. And yeah, Central did a great job responding on that offense. They took the clock down, and they eventually got into the red zone. Now you just can't allow any points. You want it to be a tie game going into halftime.
Exactly. This is what Hunterdon Central wanted. This is a great scenario for them after having 2 quick turnovers early in this first quarter. Able to answer and re-knot the game up. Hunterdon Central has done a really nice job. Besides those 2 miscues there, Hunterdon Central has been playing a very complete game of football.
Yeah, and it's a very run-heavy game on both sides. Not a lot of passes, but the run game has seemed to work for both teams, especially Hunterdon Central. Like I said, Jacob Stiles and Xavier Artiega, great duo. They're switching in and out. They're playing great. But now, on defense, they can't allow any points here. Olivo drops back, automatic pressure there. Great pressure by Central. Olivo's pass, though, wide open, and he's going to go. Oh, he looked like he was going to go all the way, but a great stop there from Hunterdon Central. But nonetheless, that sets Ridge up perfectly in red zone territory.
Yeah, it looked like Hunterdon Central just blitzed automatically, and good job by Alito just escaping pressure and able to get that pass out right to Will Dede, the fullback, the senior for this offense, able to complete that pass. Kind of looked like he threw it jumping over, trying to make sure that he was behind the line of scrimmage when he released the ball. But good job from Olivo just escaping the pressure there and able to complete the pass downfield. So once again, I mean, Ridge has only run 3 or 4 pass plays, but every single time it has been very effective for a big completion.
Yeah, it looked like that was going to be a touchdown, ready to say all the way, but that was a great stop by Hunterdon Central. But now they really need to play very good defense to maybe at least try to hold into a field goal attempt, but you got to think Ridge will go for it if it's 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think with it being inside the 10-yard line, I think Ridge is looking to punch it in for 6, and I think if it's longer than 4th and 5, they'll kick it. But anything inside of 4th and 5 yards, I believe that they are going to go for it and trying to punch it in for a touchdown, go back up 6 or 7.
Yeah, big play here, especially with Ridge having the ball at halftime. Perhaps you can go up by 2 scores at the start of the third quarter, so if Ridge can get a touchdown here, that's going to be huge for them.
Yep. Yeah, especially just as you said, because Ridge will start the second half with the ball, so Hunterdon Central needs to hunker down here and not allow any points.
1st and goal for Ridge. Minute and 17, a tie game at 13-13. Olivo going to have a toss. And he is going to be in for the Ridge touchdown. So it is now a 19-13 lead for Ridge. A huge touchdown there to perhaps maybe get them lead going into halftime.
Yeah, just a simple outside sweep, just tossing it to it. And you never really see this from offenses, but you see Olivo running out as a lead blocker, as the quarterback, getting out in front of his running back, delivering a key block to open a running lane.
And they will have the extra point attempt here to take it a 20-13 lead. Extra point will be good. So 20-13, a minute and 12 left. Now there is some time for Hunterdon Central to maybe respond and at least get 3 points. They really need to, because with Ridge having the ball at halftime and their offense being so explosive, they could easily score another touchdown going into the third.
Yeah, exactly. I think for Hunterdon Central, you're looking for any sort of points here. You can't go out of here. I mean, I get it, there's only a minute left, but for Hunterdon Central, you want points here. You want points in this situation, especially because, as you just said, Ridge will start the second half with the ball, so they could go get a potential 2-for-1 scenario here for Ridge.
Yeah, it looks like Rich talking things over. They will come out now.
And I'm interested to see. I don't think they will try another little onside bloop kick just because of the fact that it will set up Hunterdon Central with great field position. But really, you never really know with this team.
Minute and 12 left for Central to come up with something here. Try to get maybe at least a field goal to make it 20-16 perhaps. We will await the kickoff. Something's going on here. So the Murray team is talking to the ref, and now the kickoff will start.
And the ball's set. 18 to kick.
Oh, it's a short kick offside here. Oh, it's on the ground. And wow, I think Ridge recovered it.
Yeah, once again they go. You see Stiglitz just hit a little pop fly there.
Yeah.
But right at the front line, looks like it tied up the front man on this line for Hunterdon Central and gives the ball back to Ridge at Hunterdon Central's 39 with a minute 10 left to go.
Yeah, and that is not what Hunterdon Central wanted, especially, like I said, like multiple times, they have the ball at half, so if they can get points here, they can even extend this lead even further. Hunterdon Central has to play lights-out defense here.
Yep, this is a key possession for Hunterdon Central. They need a stop going into the half here. Just for the confidence, but also just for the points. I mean, this would be a big confidence boost if they can get a stop here, but for Hunterdon Central, really need to lock in. This is a huge possession in this game.
Minute and 9 left in the second quarter. Ridge up 20-13. Drops it back, pass is caught, and he's going to get stopped. Oh, fumble, perhaps. Yes, Central recovers it. Wow, that is what they needed, a fumble recovery. And now Central is going to have the ball. What a play there.
Well, let's see what the referees
call.
Yeah,
it could be down. Perhaps he was down. But if that is a fumble, that is huge for Hunterdon Central.
And the referee's telling both teams to back up.
Yeah. Huge call here. Definitely the biggest call of the game so far, because if this is a fumble, that is a huge momentum move for Central. If not, and it is a fumble. Wow. What a play. I think Mason Espinette picked it up for the fumble recovery, and that is so huge for Central, especially with Ridge having the ball at halftime. I said it multiple times. Hunterdon Central now won't allow any more points, at least we hope, going into halftime.
Yeah, great job from Hunterdon Central falling on the ball. Once it hits the turf, they got to go get it, but huge break for Hunterdon Central after the turnover on special teams, able to get the ball on a fumble. Nice play defensively, just flying around, getting hats towards the ball, able to just recover it, and Hunterdon Central looking to re-get points on the board. I mean, this is basically like Ridge kicked it deep. There's really no difference in what they did from kicking it deep to Hunterdon Central and allowing a return.
57 seconds left in the second quarter. Hunterdon Central with the ball. RJ Hart drops it back. Pass here. It was down. Yeah, that was down. Incomplete pass, so second down here for Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, big break for Hunterdon Central. That ended up being an incomplete pass, because that could have been another massive momentum change for Ridge here if they had fumbled that and they called that a fumble, but lucked out for Central that it was just an incompletion.
2nd and 10. RJ Hart drops back. He's going to run, but nothing there. Ridge right there with the stop. And the clock is going to keep ticking. 3rd down.
Yeah, that is big number 78, Chris Oliver. Just a nice job by him, able to shed his block after getting upfield and tackle Hart at the line of scrimmage, not allowing him to escape the pocket.
30 seconds here. 3rd down for Hunterdon Central. Clock is still ticking. Looks like Coach Ransone talking to one of the players. Looks like he's talking to Devin Moreo. And it looks like Central's just going to stop this clock, just wind it down to go into halftime. And with 5 seconds left, that is the end of the second quarter in a great game so far. Ridge is up against Hunterdon Central 20-13. It's been an electric game. Both offenses playing very well. And it'll be interesting to see how Central can respond going into this halftime.
Yeah, really nice job by Hunterdon Central, able to capitalize on that fumble, but looking to make another key stop for this defense when Ridge comes out with the second half starting with the ball. I mean, for Hunterdon Central, that's going to be one of the biggest possessions, if not the biggest possession of the game so far.
Yeah, big plays there for Hunterdon Central's defense to get that fumble recovery. It is going to be 20-13 Ridge going into halftime. And we will see you soon in the third quarter.
And joining us here at halftime, it's Red Devils senior Will Cella. Will, 4-0 start. It's been wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about what it's been like for you and your teammates.
It's been awesome. I mean, just being a part of this team again and being able to spend each and every day with this team and really growing as a team, and you start to feel that momentum as we're gaining each win each week, building, getting better each week as a whole team. It's been great.
So Will, in past years when things weren't so good around here, I get the feeling you might not have won a couple of those games. Does winning kind of beget winning, so to speak? Do you learn how to win?
I mean, I think that's something that's in like the nature of each individual. Each person has their own job on the football field, and if you're not working together and focused on what your job is, you're never going to be successful. And I think this year we've especially come together stronger than ever and have focused immensely on doing our job and becoming a great football team.
Well, if we went back to 1 month ago today and then fast forward to today, what has impressed you most about the team so far this year?
I would say probably like their willingness to win. Like, we've been in very hard situations many times during each of our wins. It's coming down to the wire, and everyone has the trust in each other player on the field, knowing that we're going to do it together if we're going to do it, and there's no other way to do it.
And what's it been like walking around the classrooms and in the community as a part of a team that has gotten off to such a strong start?
I mean, you really feel the energy. No one's really like seen this team be this good in a while, and a lot of people from the outside have talked game about us not being good and all that, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really mean anything. It's about what our peers see and how we feel as a team. And right now we're going strong, and I'm looking forward to taking that to the next level.
And that was Red Devils senior Will Cella. Stay tuned for second half action.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to your Hunterdon Central Regional High School Marching Red Devils. The Marching Red Devils are under the field direction of drum majors Jacob Pacino and Reagan McGee. This year's 2023-24 halftime show, Across the Universe.
Hello, Coach Ransone. How's your thoughts on the first half of this game?
I mean, obviously we made a couple mistakes there, especially on special teams, and it's something we worked on all week that, we obviously have to clean up, and that's our job to clean that up at halftime. Proud of my kids and how they played. We know this is a very good football team. We knew that coming in. They're extremely well coached. They're disciplined. They're strong. Right now, a difference in the game is an atrocious missed pass interference call on the first play of the game. I know that sounds like sour grapes, but it really is the difference. But we need to overcome those things, play football, and I got a belief, and these kids got a belief that we can make plays and win this game.
Thank you, Coach Ransone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at the start of the third quarter. Currently, Ridge is beating Hunterdon Central 20-13. And Joe, a very good game to start off. Central started off really bad, but then getting a touchdown 2 in a row. They got the fumble recovery to stop Ridge from scoring. And now Ridge has the ball going into the third quarter. Central cannot allow a touchdown here.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think this is one of the biggest drives for Hunterdon Central going into this second half. I think they need a stop here because if you allow Ridge to go down and score and make it a 2-score game, that is a tough hill to climb, especially the way this Ridge defense has been playing. They've been starting to slow down the running game a little bit. We saw Jacob South super effective in Hunterdon Central's second drive, but so far he's been a little bit more bottled up. They've been preventing those running lanes, not letting South escape the pressure, and for Hunterdon Central, you need to make a stop here because you do not want to get into a shootout where you got to throw the ball all over the field and put the ball in potential harm's way.
And the run game has been great for both teams, especially Hunterdon Central being a great reason why they're doing so good right now. Arteaga and South, a really good duo. South's running the ball all over the field. Arteaga also playing really well. And yeah, like you said, Hunterdon Central on defense here cannot allow a touchdown because if they do, it'll be very hard to come back from that. As we will await the kickoff here, Alan Lopez to kick it off. Kick is up. Going to be caught by Ridge. And it's going to keep going. And wow, great kick return there. And he's still going. Looks like it's going to be stopped around like a 32-yard line. That was a great kick return.
Yeah, it looked like they were just running that one straight up the middle. As soon as he caught it, he took off, just went straight up the middle. Hunterdon Central looked like a little bit of a gap, but able to bring him down, not allowing too big of a return. But good field position for this Ridge Red Devils offense to start from Hunterdon Central's 35-yard line.
Yeah, this is the most important drive of the game. Ridge trying to go by 2 scores. Central trying to keep this a 1-possession game. 1st and 10, ball on the 34-yard line. Ridge looking to get some points. And Central, they've been good in getting some pressure, but they got to stop that run game. The run game has been crucial in why Ridge is doing good. Olivo, the quarterback. Motion. Fake handoff, play action, pass is caught. Number 33 wide open, and he is going to get extra yardage. It is a foot race, and he's going to go all the way for the Ridge touchdown to make it 26-13. What a play.
What a play to start the second half for this Ridge Red Devil offense. Catches Hunterdon Central sleeping a little bit with the pass play, running the double play action out of that triple option formation that they've been showing so much tonight. Just running a simple Y straight up the middle, running a little bit of a seam, ball thrown right on the money, and then just a foot race where they just beat him to the corner, gets the score, but makes it a 2-possession game very quickly into the start of this second half.
Yeah, the Ridge receiver was in a foot race with Matthew Smith, but the Ridge receiver beated him out. Now a 2-score possession game. Extra point attempt here by number 18. And it is good, 27-13. So that is definitely not how the Hunterdon Central Red Devils want to start it off. Now being down 27-13, Central has got to do what they have done best this season, and that is respond back.
Yep, definitely looking for the Hunterdon Central offense to come out here and try and respond quickly. I know they've been going with these long, sustained drives, but I think they want to score with a little bit more pace. I think one big chunk play for Hunterdon Central, we'll see them go right back to that hurry-up offense, try and keep this Ridge defense on the field as long as possible, keep them from getting any substitutions into the game, I think Hunterdon Central is looking to push the pace a little bit and starting in the second half, trying to get some scores and answer.
Yeah, there's one thing we learned from this game is to not count out Central. As we know, they started off very poorly with the R.J. Hart interception, Xavier Ortega drop ball, but they answered right back and got right back into the game. Now with Ridge being up 27-13, some may think this game could be over quickly, but don't underestimate the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. They can come back quickly and respond. We will see what happens. We will wait the kickoff, number 18. And it's going to be another short onside kick. And oh my gosh, are they going to get it, or is Ridge going to recover it once again? Ridge is signaling it's their way. And Ridge is going to get it again. Ridge now has the ball. Everything is going wrong for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils right now, it seems, and Ridge will have great field possession.
Yeah, this is not the way the Red Devils drew up to start the second half. This is pretty much exactly a copy of the second half, or the first half, first possessions for Hunterdon Central. Quick touchdown for Ridge and then a quick turnover once again on a special teams play. There is no reason you should have 3 special teams turnovers in a game if you're Hunterdon Central, and we really haven't seen a ton of adjustments from the special teams unit, moving more guys up close to this line, making sure that they cover all their bases with these little short kicks. Ridge is not kicking the ball far. They have just been hitting little pooch kicks the entire time.
Yeah, and usually the special teams have been very good in the past 2 games for Central. It has not been this game, as Olivo's going to run here, and he's going to get a couple extra yards. Tried to pitch it back, couldn't work. And it's going to be a second down now.
Yeah, it looked like it was about a gain of 3 for Ridge there. So good job from Hunterdon Central getting out in space, not allowing those pulling guards and centers to get out and get good key blocks. And good job forcing the pitch and forcing a bad pitch, pitched it out of bounds, lost actually a yard from where he was. So good for Hunterdon Central there. Good job by the defense, but looking to really get a big stop here, because after a special teams mistake like that, getting another onside kick received on them, that is something that you cannot allow happen. So Hunterdon Central really looking to make a quick stop here.
2nd and 7 now for Ridge. 27-13 lead, ball in the 31-yard line. Going to be a handoff to number 2, and number 2 has room to run, and it looks like he's just short of the first down. Great run there by number 2.
Yeah, it looked like they were going with an inside zone to Will Dede there, but just good job plugging up the middle, but no contain on the outside. Dede able to break contain and get to the outside corner to gain another 5 or 6 yards and make it a 3rd and 3 for this Ridge Red Devil offense.
3rd down here for Ridge. Looking to convert to 1st down. 3rd and 2 it will be. And as I said previously, usually special teams have been very good for Hunterdon Central, especially in the Elizabeth game with that Decker Brignali punt, which led to the fumble recovery by Central. And then Bridgewater special teams is also very good. But it is the complete opposite in this game. 3 turnovers on special teams. They really need to limit those going after this game. Now Levo, the fake the handoff, play action, pass, call. Great deflection there by Xavier Artiego. What a play. That was a crucial play. It is now 4th and 2.
Yeah, great job by Artiega having the makeup speed to cover that ground and get a hand on that ball. Looked like he was beat over the middle, reading run once again with Ridge coming out in that wishbone formation. But they have done Artiega doing a really nice job just catching up to him, getting a hand on that ball, preventing the completion, and forcing a 3rd down as we see Ridge bringing in Aiden Stieglitz, their big fullback. So it looks like they're going to be trying to pound the rock and get this 1st down running the ball.
Yeah, as expected, Ridge will go for it. This is a huge play right here. Central cannot allow this if they want to get back into this game. Olivo, fake play action. He's going to run it, and he's going to get the 1st down. Great play executed there.
Yeah, it actually looked like it was a bit of a broken play. It looked like Olivo was trying to hand the ball off to Dede, but Dede ran an outside zone thinking he was getting the ball on the outside, but looked like it was supposed to be an inside handoff. But Olivo just making a nice play, making something out of nothing and getting the 1st down. So Hunterdon Central really needs to hunker down as we're getting close to this red zone.
Yeah, just over 10 minutes into the 3rd quarter. New set of downs, 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line. Central cannot allow a touchdown here. They already down 2 scores. You don't want to allow anything else. At most, you want to have a turnover or a field goal. Olivo, motion. Going to be a fake handoff. Almost a sack, but Olivo gets out of it. He's going to throw it deep, and a great pass deflection there by Hunterdon Central. It looks like number 22, I believe, deflected that, which is Will Sella. We're Will Cella with the deflection there.
Yeah, really nice job by Will Cella. Once again, just some make-up speed and good pass rush, forcing Olivo not able to get that throw out as early as he wanted to get it to the big tight end in the corner of the end zone. So good pressure, forcing him to keep rolling out of the pocket and allowing your DBs to make up some ground to make a play on the ball. 2
big deflections by Artiega and Cella, now 2nd and 10 on the 22-yard line. Central has to continue to play this good defense if they want to stop to stand in this game. Olivo going to hand it off. Going to keep going. And he's going to get tackled about 2 or 3 yards there on the carry.
Yeah, running a little underneath reverse to Stieglitz there, just trying to get something out of nothing. Just good job from Hunterdon Central, not biting on the fake, getting those offensive linemen moving to the left, and the quarterback and running back both going left, showing that speed option that they've been running, handing the ball underneath. Good job by the linebacker staying home and able to make that play for a short gain.
3rd and 7 now for Ridge. A first down here would be huge for Ridge.
And I think this is entering 4-down territory for this Ridge offense. So if they get any sort of yardage, I think they will be going for it once again like they did on this last drive.
Olivo. Running back in motion. Drops back, Olivo. And it's going to be caught by number 33, and he's going to go into the end zone for a Ridge touchdown.
Yeah, nice touchdown from Ridge there, but it should have been an illegal motion penalty. 2 men in motion at the snap, or before the snap. Should have been a penalty, but the referees missed that call, and Ridge able to capitalize on being gifted an opportunity, able to run that play.
And those types of missed calls are so important because if that was called, that wouldn't have been a touchdown, but it was. That was huge. So a bad missed call there by the refs. And now it's going to be an extra point attempt to make it 34-13 Ridge. Extra point is up, and it is good. 34-13 Ridge. So if you're Hunterdon Central now, you got to get something. You got to get something here, a field goal, a touchdown, anything, because now being down 34-13, and especially maybe being now in crunch time towards the end, towards the 3rd quarter, you got to get something here.
Yeah, now you're getting to the all-important time of this game. You need to answer these touchdowns because now you're down 21, down 3 scores. Hunterdon Central offense just looking to get something started, show some sort of life here. I mean, they haven't gotten a chance yet with the special teams conversion. As we see, Hunterdon Central looks like they are moving everybody up a little bit, trying to prevent an onside kick here.
Yeah, with 3 turnovers on special teams, they cannot allow another turnover. Maybe Ridge doesn't go for the onside kick now that Central is expecting it, but maybe they do because Central has failed at it twice. So we will see what Ridge does here, if it will be a normal kickoff or an onside.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep going with these little squib kicks, these little pooch kicks, just trying to kick it underneath, not allowing the fast Artiega and Jared Kuhn and Call back there, or Gray back there, not allowing them any chance to get any sort of return going.
Definitely a big kickoff here, and it's going to be a normal kickoff this time. And Artiega's going to run it, and he's going to be stopped around the 25-yard line, and this is big for Central offense. They have to get something here. At the bare minimum of field goal, you just need something.
Yeah, you need some sort of points here. I mean, definitely don't really want to settle for a field goal, but if you absolutely have to, you take the 3 points. But for Hunterdon Central, I think you definitely need to get 7 on the board here. You need to go down. You need to score quick because you cannot allow this game to get out of hand too quickly with this Ridge team, because once they smell blood in the water, they keep going, they keep attacking. They do not take their foot off the gas with this Ridge offense.
100%. And now, led by R.J. Hart, the Hunterdon Central offense will go onto the field. Ball is on the 18-yard line. RJ hands it off. And going to be about a 2-3 yard run there.
Yeah, nice job by this front 4 for this Ridge defense. They've done a nice job so far just bottling up some of the running attacks that Hunterdon Central's been setting up. They've done a really good job just getting some sort of penetration on the defensive line. But for Hunterdon Central, I think it's time to start airing it out. I know you've been running the ball so effectively, and you can use that to your advantage, setting up play action passes. But if Ridge is going to continuously prove that they can stop it.
Looks like RJ Hart's going to run it. And nothing really there, yeah. About like 1 or 2 yards. And I agree with you, yeah. If you're Hunterdon Central, you need to start slinging it out. The run game has worked in all these games, but this Ridge team is starting to figure out that run. You got to throw it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we just saw a play out of Ridge's playbook going with the speed option, trying to get Hart out in space and allowing him to flip the ball to Souse, but unable to get the pitch out. And they are just forced to have to take the yardage they can, making it a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, if you're Central, you got to get this, because if you go for it on 4th down and don't get it, then Ridge is once again in great field position. So this is a crucial 3rd and 4 here. RJ Hart going to fake it. Deep pass. It is going to be caught! And he's going to keep going. It's a foot race. Oh, and he barely got him. Evan Amato, what a grab and what a catch. That is huge. What a momentum booster for the Red Devils.
Yeah, great ball from Hart, delivering a strike to Amato right down the seam, but going right with the play action pass. I mean, really nice job from Amato on that play, just getting open in space and able to make the catch and almost win the foot race to the end zone, but huge chunk play for Hunterdon Central, and we see they're going hurry-up offense. They're going to try and push the pace of this game.
Yeah, that was such a great grab by Evan Amato. Barely got the tackle. That could have been a great touchdown, but nonetheless, now in great field position, RJ Hart hands it off to Jacob Souse, and nothing there, about like 1 yard at most.
Yeah, Souse just looking for some sort of room to run, but these DNs are starting to do a nice job collapsing the outside zones, just preventing the tackles from getting out around their shoulders, pinning them inside and allowing Souse to get outside. Good job by this front 4 for Ridge once again. They're starting to bottle up this run game a little bit more.
Yeah, and with time ticking, now 6:30 left in the 3rd, Central has got to hurry up. RJ Hart once again going to hand it off to Jacob Salas, and he's just not going to get anything again. This run game has been great in the first half, but Ridge is figuring it out. That was a great catch by Evan Amato, and they got to keep doing that.
Yeah, I think Ridge is starting to figure out that you need to force Central to really air the ball out. You cannot let them continuously run the ball and throw the ball, because this offense is explosive when both facets of their game, running and throwing, are firing for this offense. They do a really nice job mixing it up, but when a team starts doing this, they're starting to tee off a little bit in the run game. And as you can see by the way they're lined up, they have 7 or 8 guys in the tackle box every single snap.
3rd and 9. Ball at the 22-yard line. Huge play for Hunterdon Central. RJ Hart going to fake the handoff. Pass. Oh, no good. Looks like Connor Gray had a hand on it, but just couldn't get it. And now this is a crucial 4th and 9. If you're Hunterdon Central, I think you have to go for this. Getting a field goal, settling for that is not the answer.
Yeah, I think you're in no man's land. 4-down territory here for Hunterdon Central. I think this is out of kicking range, because from here it would be about a 40-yard field goal. So that's a pretty solid kick there. So you got to go for it, got to get something. That throw to Gray just looked like a little bit too far for his outreached hands.
Big play here, 4th and 9. Ball on 22. Central down 34-13. A first down here would be huge for them, getting them in red zone territory. RJ Hart, pressure. Ball was deflected, was tipped, and it's going to be an interception by Ridge. There's 2 flags, however. It looks like when RJ Hart got hit when he threw it, and that led to the interception. However, there are 2 flags on the play. We will see what those 2 flags are. But it looks like Ridge's offense is coming out.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a block in the back penalty on Ridge on the return, so that will move them back farther into their own side of the field. But just the ball a little underthrown. Looked like Hart got hit as he was throwing, unable to really step and get into that throw, and it looked like it may have been deflected. Ball comes a little short. Just unfortunate circumstance for Hunterdon Central there, trying to make a play, trying to score and answer that those 2 unanswered touchdowns so far in the second half.
Yeah, I believe Connor Gray was the intended target there. Maybe could have got it if he didn't get hit, but because of that led to the interception. However, Ridge is very far back in their own territory, so if Central can force a turnover here, that could be huge. Central cannot allow any more points, because at this point in the game, Ridge is up 34-13. If they allow any more points, that really could seal it this early.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very pivotal drive. I mean, we've said it pretty much every drive Hunterdon Central's been off on defense. They need to make stops here, and this is especially another big drive.
Olivo going to hand it off, And good tackle there. Looked like Ian Lucas was on that with other Hunterdon Central Red Devils.
Yeah, once again, Ian Lucas making a nice play in the run game, coming from his middle linebacker, outside linebacker position, just coming up and making quality tackles, just making sure that he brings them to the ground, not trying to jack anybody up, light anybody up, just making good form tackles and preventing them from going anywhere.
Now 4:50 left in the third quarter. If you were just tuning in, Ridge is up 34-13 on Hunterdon Central. Looks like nothing really there. Gonna be third down.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 3rd and 4, just trying to get something going on the ground game, giving the ball to Big Stieglitz again, just right up the middle. Just a simple fullback dive, getting a little bit of leg drive, but nice job bringing him down for a short gain of 2 and forcing a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 4 now for Ridge. Huge play for Hunterdon Central. If they want to start this game, they've got to stop Ridge here. Oliva will lead Ridge. Motion. Levo. Pass is caught to a wide open number 5, and he's going to keep running. It's once again a foot race. Breaks the tackle. He's going to keep going, and wow, that gets stopped at about the 35-yard line. Once again, what a great pass by Ridge. What a tough break there for Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, running a bit of a rub route there down the seam with Donahue and Stieglitz both going out on similar patterns, kind of a stacked formation, and forcing the safety to choose, and whoever the safety did not go with was getting the ball that time to Donahue.
And this is really bad. It looks like Xavier Artiega is down, and that is really not good. Xavier Artiega has been absolutely phenomenal for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils throughout the season. Started off great in the North Hunterdon game, going absolutely crazy for 150 yards. Has been great on the defensive side for the past 3 games. You definitely don't want him to go down because he is such an X factor for this team.
Yeah, you'd never want to see Artiega go down, especially because he's filling in at that number 1 cornerback position with the loss of Francois this week. So for Artiega, good to see him back on his feet, coming off the field. I think he's going to end up going back in the game, which is a good sign for this Hunterdon Central defense because he has been playing very well as their number 1 cornerback with the absence of Francois.
Been amazing for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Like I said, did great in the first game against North Hunterdon, had a great game-sealing interception against Elizabeth. So you definitely do not want to lose Xavier Artiega. He seemed to be walking on his own. He seemed to be jogging on his own, so he should be fine, which is what we want to see. However, big pass play there by Ridge. Number 5 catching it, going all the way, almost all the way. Now if you're Hunterdon Central, you just got to play good defense. There's nothing really else to say at this point.
Yep, the playbook, the field is smaller. The playbook is much more limited for Ridge here, getting down close to the red zone. But for Hunterdon Central, you need to make sure you can stop the run. That is your first thing, and the corners and safeties cannot get caught with their eyes in the backfield looking to try and make plays in the run game.
1st and 10, ball on the 20-yard line for Ridge. Olivo gonna run, pitch it back to number 2, and about 2 or 3 yards there. That was Jacob Salas on the tackle.
Yeah, just once again, they are going back. When they are in this shotgun formation, they've been running a ton of the speed option, getting Olivo out in space and just letting him pitch the ball back to Didi. Once he starts to feel pressure, that's 2 very effective runners. Both guys have been really good in the run game for this Ridge offense, so either one of them has been explosive with the ball in their hands.
2nd and 7 for Ridge. There's 2:50 left in the third quarter, 34-13. Levo going to hand it off to number 2. Good juke there. Good tackle. He gets it down. About 3 or 4 yards there. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yep, 3rd and about a yard. Just nice job by Didi there, just breaking himself to the outside, looking for his cutback lane. Seemed like that was supposed to be on the inside, but sees a lane to the outside, cuts outside, and gains some quality yards. Sets up a 3rd and very short for Ridge.
3rd and 1 now for Ridge. Ridge has been very good in getting these 3rd and 1s here with the runs. Their run game, very diverse, have so many running backs that can make plays. And we will see this will be the same thing here. And it's going to be a QB sneak, and that's going to be very easily 1st and goal for Ridge.
Yeah, just nice, easy QB sneak, as we said earlier, as you said earlier, simple but very effective. It's just one of the most common play calls. Every team has that in their playbook. Just pound the ball up the middle, let your quarterback fall forward for a yard or two, and get that first down.
Now a new set of downs for Ridge, 1st and goal, looking to get another touchdown, which will make it 40-13, potentially 41-13. Not looking good for Hunterdon Central. Defense needs to play lights out here. Olivo, play action, pass is caught, and that is going to be another Ridge touchdown to make it 40-13. If you're Hunterdon, and looks like there's an injury for Hunterdon Central, someone holding onto their arm. Seems to be okay though.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a nice play from the quarterback, Olivo. It seemed like he wanted to throw that ball earlier, but gave his guy an extra second to try and get open in the end zone, and delivers a strike in the middle of the end zone for another touchdown. And this is the point where Hunterdon Central did not want to let Ridge start to run away with it. This is 20 unanswered points so far in this second half.
Yeah, those A.J. Mello holding on to his arm running the sideline seems to be okay. Extra point attempt is good. But yeah, it was looking like a great game going into halftime. 20-13, Central looked great, but ever since that onside kick, it has been all Ridge, and I mean all Ridge in the third quarter.
Yep, this is exactly the DNA of this Ridge football team. They just want to try and put you away in the third quarter. But for Hunterdon Central, you're still really not out of this game. I know it is a 4-score game, but there's a lot of time. I mean, a minute 15 left in the third quarter, 12 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central just got to score. Maybe run a no-huddle offense. Just can't let any time go down on the clock, especially with only one quarter. Still plenty of time, but being down 4 scores, you cannot allow the time to tick. We will await the Ridge kickoff. It'll be interesting to see if they'll do an onside kick. Did a regular kickoff last time. Or 18 getting ready to kick it off. Gonna be a regular kickoff here. Connor Gray to return it. He's going to be stopped around the 18-19 yard line. So now out comes Hunterdon Central's offense, being down 41-13, being down 4 scores. You basically had to score a touchdown here.
Yeah, this is definitely a touchdown or a bust kind of drive. But for Hunterdon Central, I mean, at this point in the game, I think you really need to just settle down, run your offense. I mean, I get it, you want to score quick, but and I was saying earlier you wanted to take time off the clock. I wanted them to score quick, but at this point, it's kind of a huge margin for Hunterdon Central. I think they just need to run their offense, let their offense get their confidence back, and start to run some just some good plays.
R.J. Hart, the Red Devils offense, will now come back onto the field. Minute and 10 left in the third quarter. Ball in the 19-yard line. R.J. Hart drops back. Going to be a little screen pass to Jake Sauce. Jake Sauce breaks one tackle, but he's going to get stopped for only about 2 to 3 yards there. Second down.
Yeah, it looked like the screen was set up pretty well, but just a couple missed blocks on the outside forces Sauce to have to slow down his momentum, make one guy miss, and try and fight for extra yards. But I like the play call, going with the screen, trying to gain some chunk yards, let your big guys get out in front of your playmakers.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Second down. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Potentially be the last play of the third quarter here. R.J. Hart drops back. Pass, no good. Evan Amato, the intended target. It's not going to be a third down for Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, 3rd and 7. Looked like there was a little contact when the ball was thrown to Amato, but no call from the referees. It looked like he threw his hands up trying to get some sort of call, but no dice for Amato there on the play. Makes it a 3rd and 7 for Hunterdon Central.
Now the clock will be stopped at 22 seconds, so it looks like Central will get another play in this third quarter. Big play here, 3rd and 7. Just got to get something, got to get the first down here. Mono going to be motioned. RJ going to drop back. Pass caught by Jake Souse. And that's going to be a first down. Hunterdon Central. That is what they needed. New set of downs.
Yeah, I really like that play design, starting with the tight trips on the left-hand side, moving it to twins on each side, and letting Souse go from the backfield. Quick little out, little option route for him, and just delivers a nice little ball, gets a first down, keeps the chains moving.
1st and 10, and that is going to be the end of the third quarter. Ridge playing lights out in the third quarter. It was all Ridge from start to finish, 41-13. It was 20-13, now it's 41-13. If you're Hunterdon Central, you just need to run. You need to run a really good offense. You need to score. You basically can't do anything wrong now if you're the Red Devils.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central, if they want any chance in this set, will have to play the most flawless fourth quarter of football. But unfortunately, I think a 28-point deficit might be a little bit too much to overcome, especially the way this Ridge offense has been running the ball so effectively, keeping the clock moving.
Yeah, I have to agree, but yeah, maybe think that Central can maybe come up with something here, maybe score a touchdown, do an onside kick, hope you recover it. But Central, you know, the run game was working for most of the first half, but it seemed that Ridge figured it out in the second half, and ever since they have figured it out, Central has got some good pass play, especially with the Evan Amato catch. But besides that, it's been really all Ridge. The defense has seemed to figure out Hunterdon Central's offense, but let's see what they can do going into this fourth quarter. 1st and 10, ball on 43-yard line. RJ going to fake the handoff. Screen play here to Jared Kuhn, who's back in the game, thankfully. And it's about a 2 to 3 yard run. Pass. Thankfully, Jared Kuhn's back in the game. He had a serious injury, seemed to be, but he seemed to walk it off. He seems okay, which is what we want to see.
Yeah, I like that play call. Once again, going back towards with the screen, trying to get the tunnel screen open for Jared Kuhn to cut back across the middle of the field. But nice job by this Ridge defense. They have not really been biting on the screen fakes where you want the D lineman to run upfield, run towards your quarterback. They've done a nice job putting their foot in the ground, trying to find someone around the middle, trying to make a play on the ball.
Now going to be 2nd and 7 for Hunterdon Central. The 46-yard line. RJ Hart drops back. Pass is caught by Evan Amato, and that's going to be a first down for Hunterdon Central. New set of downs.
Yeah, nice ball from Hart, stepping and throwing, delivering a nice little line drive to Amato, running towards the sideline, hits him in the hands, able to get upfield and get a first down, so keeps the chains moving.
Now a 1st and 10 for Hunterdon Central. Got to get a touchdown here. You got to get something. Ball now on the 43-yard line. RJ Hart drops back. Pass is caught. Devin Moreo with the catch, and what a great catch there for a first down. Hunterdon Central keeping it moving.
Yeah, Devin Morero, once again, I mean, we haven't seen a ton of him this whole season, but today he's been very effective in the pass game. Just a nice, simple, deep dig route, running back in towards the inside, hits him right in the chest. Good throw from Hart, and just good job catching the ball, getting upfield, and keeping the game moving.
Morero looks at a lot of the positions, seemed to be playing wide receiver lately. RJ Hart drops back and looks to be a screen play, but just kind of a miscommunication. It looks like Quinn Fisher kind of just didn't really know what was happening there, but nonetheless, it's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, just trying to set up the screen. Seemed like Souse got a little bit too much depth there, and the ball thrown into the back of the offensive lineman, so never what you want to see when you're setting up a screen, especially when the ball bounces up high like that. Those are tips and overthrows. That's what defenses love to try and find. They love to try and capitalize on situations like that where the ball's bouncing around everywhere.
Yeah, Souse too deep at the back of Fisher, but now 2nd and 10. RJ drops back. And almost picked, but it seemed to be dropped mid-catch. Thankfully, they did not want that. It's going to be a 3rd down now.
Yeah, just trying to throw the ball away, keep the ball out of harm's way, but in doing so, almost throws a pick to Stieglitz, making a great attempt to try and catch that ball one-handed from the DN position he's playing. But luckily for Hunterdon Central, ball falls down onto the turf, incomplete pass, new life, another down. You live to fight another day for this offense.
Yeah, Central's been doing very good this offensive drive, but these 2 plays, Ridge defense has been very good. Now 3rd and 10 with just over 10 minutes left in the 4th. They need this. RJ Hart screen pass to Jake Souse, but Souse just dropped it. And now it's going to be a 4th down, and that could have been a 1st down possibly if South would have grabbed that, but just a drop there. That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I mean, trying to set up the bubble screen. He's looking, Hart looking to throw the ball a little bit more upfield, letting South get to a full stride, sprinting to try and catch that one on the run, but unfortunately unable to connect there for Hart to South. So drops the ball, makes it a 4th and 10. This is a massive play for this Hunterdon Central team.
Yeah, 4th and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. 10 minutes left in the 4th. Central down 41-13. They need a touchdown bad. R.J. Hart drops back. Pressure. Jake Sauce. Oh, I think Sauce just looked a little bit too late, and now it's going to be a turnover on downs, and we're just going to get the ball right back.
Yeah, ball thrown just a little bit too far from Hart there, trying to hit South over the middle. Would have been a great catch if it was a little bit shorter from South, going over the shoulder like that, but unable to connect once again. So Hunterdon Central turns the ball over on downs, and I think we're going to see a heavy diet of run plays from Ridge here.
Yeah.
Just trying to run the clock, drain this clock down as much as possible.
Yeah, smartest thing to do if you are Ridge here. You're already up 41-13, up 4 scores, so you might as well just run down their throats and see if you can maybe get anything else. First and 10, ball on 22-yard line. 9:55 left. Handoff here for Ridge. And it's going to be about 1 or 2 yards. Good defense play there by Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, stop behind the line of scrimmage. I think Hunterdon Central knows Ridge is going to be running the ball. I think we're going to see some more blitzes. Those linebackers coming off the edge, selling out much more for the run game, trying to make plays behind the field, trying to get the ball back into their offense's hands as quick as possible. So nice job tackling him at the line of scrimmage.
And now it's going to remain 2nd and 10. No yards gained. Ball on 22-yard line still. Toss here by Ridge. And about 3 to 4 yards there, 3rd down.
Yep, just running the same sweep. Basically the student body right that they've been running the entire game, just sending everybody to that right side, trying to get to the outside and make a big play.
Up and now, Ridge maybe looking to get the 1st down here just to kind of wind down the clock. Maybe run some sort of true clock play.
Yeah, I think when we get to these 3rd and moderate semi-long possessions for Ridge here, I think these are going to be the only times we're going to see them throw the ball on this drive.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 here for Ridge. Ball on 27-yard line. Ridge seems to be taking their time here. Olivo drops back. Good pressure. And, oh, looks like number 2 didn't really know where it was going. Could have been a great catch there, but it's going to remain 4th and 5, and you want to see if Ridge is going to go for this or not. I mean, they got nothing to lose at this point, so.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really nice ball from Olivo there, trying to hit Didi up that side. Just looked like Didi didn't even realize the ball had been thrown. Looked like it was almost a perfect throw, just dropping it right over his shoulder.
Now 4th and 5, and it looks like Ridge's offense is going to stay on the field, so interesting to see. Up 41-13, but it looks like the offense still wants to keep going, so that's what's going to happen.
No, they are in their punt formation.
Oh, punting, yeah, punting formation. Yeah, punting makes sense, already up 41-13, so. I believe that's the first punt of the game, if I'm not wrong. And, oh my gosh, and Connor Gray was the intended person to catch it, and he didn't. And it looks like Ridge, once again, is going to recover it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see who gets the ball out of this pile-up.
Yeah, if you're Central, you have to hope that you got that.
And it looks like they are signaling it is Hunterdon Central ball, so almost a massive mistake from Hunterdon Central. That would have been their 4th turnover on special teams alone. I mean, when the ball bounces like that, you always hear coaches yelling, poison, poison, poison. That means get as far away as physically possible from the ball because you don't want to risk something like that happens. Trying to field a ball that's bouncing, takes a bad hop towards you, and it just bounces not your way. You kick it farther and ends up almost being a turnover for Hunterdon Central. So very lucky that they were able to jump on that one.
Yeah, and they're lucky to get it, but even then, you just got to get those balls. That's could have, like you said, that could have been the 4th turnover on special teams after this game. I'm sure Coach Ransone is going to be really working on that special teams play. But Central does have the ball. They're at the point where they just need anything at this point. Touchdown might not even help them, but at this point, you got to get it. RJ Hart, play action. Pressure by Ridge. Pass is caught for the first down.
Really nice job by Hart there, just able to fight off the pressure, able to run to the outside, keeping his eyes downfield, able to throw and hit a nice completion, and it looks like it's going to be a referee timeout.
Yeah, I believe that was Evan Amato on the catch, and a referee timeout here, like you said. So good first down there by Hunterdon Central. Yeah, you just got to try to get a touchdown here and maybe go for an onside kick afterwards, because with 7:45 left in the 4th, that's really all you can do.
And it looks like Amato was shaken up on that play after that tackle, after making a nice catch for the first down for Hunterdon Central. But good to see himself up on his feet walking off the field.
Yeah, definitely don't want to see any injuries. But yeah, referee timeout here. Yeah, and the moral of the story is Ridge has stopped Hunterdon Central's run game completely in the second half, and that's definitely the main reason that Ridge is winning this game. The run game in the first half was very effective for Hunterdon Central, was one of the main reasons that they were in the game, but once Ridge stopped that run game, it was very hard for Hunterdon Central to convert. And we will resume play after the injury timeout. 7:40 left in the 4th quarter. It is 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line for Hunterdon Central's offense. RJ Hart gonna pass. Pass is caught by Connor Gray. Gonna be about a 5-yard catch there. 2nd down.
Yeah, just a nice pitch and catch to Connor Gray, and I know it kind of seems like a lost chance here for Hunterdon Central, just not able to make a comeback down 28 here, but you just want to help your team get the confidence going into next week, because you're going into a game against just as good of a team, if not better, with Phillipsburg next week.
Yeah, Phillipsburg a top 20 in the States. That's going to be a huge game for Central once again. RJ Hart going to drop back. Deep shot here. Oh, and it's barely going to be missed. Looks like that was Jacob Souse on the intended catch there.
Yeah, ball just thrown a little too low and a little too far out. Looked like he needed to lay it up a little bit more and let Souse run under it. Seemed like Souse had a step, but unable to connect for Hunterdon Central there. So brings up a 3rd and long for them, 3rd and about 6 or 7.
3rd and 6 for Hunterdon Central. Ball's on the 50-yard line. They got halfway to go. Souse, or RJ Hart drops back. Pass is caught for the 1st down. Devin Morea once again with the catch. He's had a very solid game tonight.
Yeah, Devin Morea just making another solid catch, and once again just keeping himself in the play. He sees his quarterback running out of the pocket, running towards the sideline on the run, just keeps the play alive, keeps himself moving, trying to find some sort of way to get himself open and able to bring that catch down.
Yeah, Devin Morea, haven't seen much of him before this game. He's listed as a wide receiver, QB, and DB. He played a lot of wide receiver, and he's been pretty good in this game today. RJ Hart drops back. Deep pass here. Oh, Evan Amato barely didn't get it. Would have been a huge play there, but it's going to remain 2nd down, ball on 37-yard line.
Yeah, once again, trying to take a shot, and ball just thrown a little bit too far and a little bit too close to the sideline for Amato. Looked like he wanted that one more towards the end zone so he could continue to run under it. Had to change his direction and run towards the sideline trying to make that catch, but ball thrown just a little bit too far.
Now 2nd and 10, 6:33 left in the game. Ridge up 41-13. RJ drops back. Once again, a deep shot for Jake Souse. Oh, he had the grab. That would have been a great grab, but he Just couldn't get it. And it's going to be third down. Could have been a great catch there for South, but once again, just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, great effort from South, laying out, trying to bring that ball in, but unable to do so. The ground forcing the ball out of his hands, so unable to complete that, bringing a 3rd and long for Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, Central been passing the ball a lot, as they should, and it's looked pretty solid, but just couldn't get anything to go. Jacob South barely did not get that. Now with 3rd and 10, Central's got to get this. RJ Hart drops back. Pass, no good. That was Devin Morea once again intended, and now 4th and 10 for Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, ball just thrown a little bit too far to the inside, just a couple feet too far for Hart. I mean, that's kind of been the story of the night for the deep balls, just a little bit too far for Morea to bring that one in.
And now with 6:20 left, 4th and 10 on the ball on the 37-yard line. Central definitely going to go for it. They got nothing to lose at this point. RJ drops back. And boom, sack right there for Ridge. Great pressure by Ridge, and that's, I believe, the first or maybe second sack of the game, but great sack there for Ridge. And it's going to be a turnover on downs, Ridge offense.
Yeah, good pressure from the inside from number 75, Raymond Cooper. Just making a nice play, getting some pressure up the middle when they were only bringing 4 on the pressure, gets home, sacks Hart, and forces the turnover on downs.
And now Ridge will have it with just over 6 minutes left in the game with a 41-13 lead. Definitely want to play it safe here. Or maybe not. Got a big lead. Maybe you can make some plays.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they have changed the entire offensive unit out, and they're putting in their younger guys, getting them some playing time right now, because it is a completely different offensive line than we have been seeing this entire night.
Yeah, being up 41-13, maybe you want to get some of the younger guys in there with an experience of varsity. Maybe this can help them towards the future. Just kind of want to see what the future can bring with this team. So it'll be interesting to see how this second team can work. So it looks like a timeout maybe has been called here.
Yeah, it looked like Ridge only had about 8 or 9 guys in the huddle, so definitely some confusion on what formation and what play they were going to end up running.
Yeah, with some new guys coming in, there could be some, like you said, there could be some confusion. So perhaps that's why the timeout was called. Will be a first down for a new set of downs for the Ridge offense. Ridge's offense will come onto the field. Looks like a whole new set of line. It looks like Ridge has a new quarterback as well. And Paul Sawyer seems to be number 15. Paul Sawyer, the new quarterback coming in for Ridge.
Yep, and handoff to Nicholas Fenig on the play. Just bottled up there, not anything doing. Good penetration from the Hunterdon Central D-line, not allowing the fullback dive to gain any sort of yards.
And it's 2nd and 11 now for Ridge. .5:30 left in the game. Handoff here. Going to be stuffed there. Looks like Edwin Sanchez had that tackle. Big guy there.
Yeah, nice play up the middle. Looked like they're just trying to run the exact same play they've been running and stuffed. Nothing doing for that, and I think we're going to see another running play from this offense. I don't think they're going to be airing the ball out with 5 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, 5 minutes. You have the game won. Just run the ball, see what this new look offense can do. 3rd and 10, ball on 46-yard line.
And you can see the coach for Ridge telling his quarterback, wait until the official starts to tell you you're running out your play clock before you snap it. They're going to be trying to drain the clock as much as physically possible here.
toss here. And about 3 or 4 yards. Going to be a 4th down for Ridge. 4 minutes now left in the game.
Yeah, it makes it about a 4th and 4 for Ridge here. So interested to see if they send their punt unit out or if they try and just get a 1st down and keep this clock moving and keep the game going along.
Yeah, either punt it, just kind of let Central get it back, or maybe they'll see what the offense can do in a 4th down situation. We'll see soon. Looks like the defense is not in punt formation yet. Looks like, let's see what Ridge will do here. And looks like Ridge is going to go for it, see what this offense can do on a 4th down situation. 4th and 4, ball on the 47-yard line. Pass, deep pass, and it's going to be an interception on the play. That is Nick Vasquez on the pick. And now Central will get it in their territory.
Really nice job by Nick Vasquez there, reading pass, staying with the tight end, trying to slip out, running that little flag route that's been so effective against this defense. Cuts in front of him, makes a nice play on the ball, and gets the interception for Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, good pick there by Nick Vasquez. That's Ridge's. It's a turnover on Ridge. 3:59 left in the game. Now Hunterdon Central will come back in the game. Hunterdon Central's offense will come back in the game, maybe try to score a touchdown. RJ Hart still on the field. Ball on 44. RJ maybe looking for the screen pass. Now there's pressure on Ridge, and he's going to get sacked. It looked like RJ was going to give a screen pass to South, but it didn't work. And then he was maybe looking for an intended deep shot, but then the pressure just got to him, and Ridge got the sack.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to set up the fake bubble screen, try and take a shot down the field to Gray, but the offensive line unable to hold up and give Hart enough time to get that ball out. Looked like when he was about to throw, somebody grabbed his foot, unable to step and throw, and has to delay a second and lets the pass rush get home so they could sack him.
2nd down now, 2nd and 14, so a loss of 4 yards. Ball on 48-yard line. RJ Hart drops back, looking for someone. Going to get a little short throw there to Devin Moreo. Gets a couple good yards out of that, about 5 or 6 yards. Going to be a 3rd down.
Yeah, it does a nice play, just getting some yardage back from that sack, able to make it a 3rd and long for Hunterdon Central, 3rd and 9. So they're no longer behind the sticks, but still a long way from a 1st down.
Now 3rd and 9. So a 5-yard play there by Devin Moreo. Ball on the 43-yard line for Hunterdon Central. RJ Hart drops back. Pass is dropped by Jared Kuhn. Some pressure there on RJ Hart. And it's going to be now a 4th down, and Central, in my opinion, obviously should go for it.
Yeah, I think they are going to go for it, but it looked like Jared Kuhn just took his eyes off the ball there on that play, trying to look to make a move, get himself upfield, but got to make sure you secure the ball before you go make a move and try and get upfield.
So now 4th and 9. Hunterdon Central looking to just get anything here, being down 41-13, 3 minutes left. We'll see what this offense can do. RJ Hart drops back. And it looks like it was going to be a pass intended to South, but maybe a bit of miscommunication. Also great pressure by Ridge, and that will once again be a turnover on downs, and it will be Ridge football.
Yeah, Ridge brought the heat on that one, blitzed their linebackers through the middle, so Hart has to try and get that ball out as early as possible, and South just did not have his head turned around to try and receive that ball on that throw.
Now we will be in the final 3 minutes of this game. And we'll see if Ridge will bring out the offense they had last time. And as for Central, this will be their first loss of the season, so they will be 4-1, still 4-1, Got to pay attention next week now. Like you said, Phillipsburg, going to be a hard opponent. Top 20 in the state. But maybe this can be a wake-up call for Central, and they can have and they can try to have a good game against Phillipsburg.
Yep, exactly. I think they just need to make a couple. I mean, they've made a couple stops here. I know it's against the second-string offense for Ridge, but it's still good for your team just to get some confidence. Know you can play football. You're still a good team and everything. And I think for Hunterdon Central, the big key going into this week is not getting too down on yourself. This is a very good Ridge team, but you have to just be like, you just have to forget about it. You have to have a quick memory, and you just need to move on next week. That's your big focus.
Yeah, and Central played great football in the second half, but in the first half. But like you said, they can't be down themselves. They have to realize how good of a team this Ridge team is. They are still 4-1. They still have a great record. You can go into Phillipsburg and maybe you can even upset them. They are a top 20 team in the state, but they cannot think about that. All they can think about is that they need that win, or maybe they can get the win against Hillsborough. But I think they need to get one of these next 2 wins against Phillipsburg and Hillsborough to prove that they can be a legit team going into the playoffs. It's now Ridge offense. Let's take the field. Sawyer will still be a QB. Going to be a toss run here, number 44. Solid run there, about 6 yards. Going to be second down.
Yeah, once again, just going with that same schoolhouse left look, just bringing everybody with them, pulling their guards, pulling their tackles, letting the quarterback go out to try and lead block for him too. It's just been very effective for them, and it's definitely one of their favorite play calls. They've been calling it all night.
Yeah, toss has been very popular. 2nd and 2 now, so it was actually an 8-yard run. 2:30 left in the game, ball on 49-yard line. Ridge offense now to the field. 2 minutes left in the game. Sawyer, the QB. Toss run. Oh, looks like he couldn't really get a hold of it. So good defensive play there by Central. Going to be maybe a loss of yardage, if not, no gain of yardage either. 3rd down.
Yeah, it looked like that toss was just a little bit behind him, so the running back has to stop, try and catch that one. Good job by Hunterdon Central just getting into the backfield and making a good stop. Once again, Ian Lucas making a nice play in the backfield in the run game.
Yeah, Ian Lucas has been very good for this Hunterdon Central defense. He's a main part of that Hunterdon Central defense. Going into this game, he had 21 tackles, and I'm sure he has like 25, 26 now. Just a tackle machine for this defense. Third and 4 here, ball on the 49-yard line. Just over a minute left in the game. Looks like there's a new QB, number 18 for Ridge, but that toss was just not executed well at all. And that's going to lead to a loss of yardage, 4th down, and perhaps maybe Ridge will wind down the clock here to end the game.
Yeah, just one handoff, just a miscommunication on the handoff, just missed it. Ball dropped onto the ground, so Hunterdon Central makes another play in the backfield, forces them back, but you're right, this is the end of the game. Only 30 seconds left in the game. I think they're going to run one more play. The ball's going to turn over to Hunterdon Central, and then the clock will be out by then.
Yeah, and if you're Hunterdon Central going into Phillipsburg, you got to work on that special teams play, because the special teams play was a big reason of why they lost this game. 3 turnovers, 2 on onside kicks, and 1 off a dropped catch. Special teams was definitely a big concern. The run game was great until Ridge figured it out, but special teams was the main reason, I would say.
Yep, special teams is an underappreciated facet of the game. If you have a bad special teams unit, that can cost you games. I mean, the San Diego Chargers a couple years ago had the #1 offense and defense and the worst special teams and missed the playoffs.
And that is going to be the end of the game in the battle of the Red Devils. It is the Ridge Red Devils who come out on top, ending Hunterdon Central's undefeated 4-0 record, winning 41-13 in dominant fashion. It was a great second half for Ridge, stopping that run game for Central, stopping the special teams for Central, and Ridge will advance to 3-1, Hunterdon Central 4-1.
Yep, just an all-around win for the Ridge Red Devils. They dominated all facets of the game today. First half, it was a good game. It was back and forth. Hunterdon Central looked like they were in it, but it was all Ridge this entire second half. Ridge controlled the game. They controlled the tempo, and so this was a great win for this Ridge Red Devil team. For Hunterdon Central, looking to move on better things next week.
Yeah, and that will be Ridge's 6th win in a row against Hunterdon Central. So Ridge doing very well in the series in the Battle of the Red Devils. As for Hunterdon Central, they just can't be down on themselves. They got to look next week to Phillipsburg. And we want to thank everyone for tuning in, for watching. We want to thank everyone for making this happen. We want to thank everyone for watching Hunterdon Central Television. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm Brad. He's Joe. Have a great night.